Really look at the evidence, you'll see the truth.
What's the truth?
Really look at the evidence, you'll see the truth.
What's the truth?
Really look at the evidence, you'll see the truth. Really look at the evidence, you'll see the truth.
What's the truth?
Really look at the evidence, you'll see the truth.
What's the truth?
Ladies and gentlemen, we
Look at
do
the
thank you very
evidence.
much for your attention, and
You'll
now
see
we
the
invite
truth.
you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the takeoff. The captain
look at
has
the
made
evidence.
tower communications available,
You'll see the
so if
truth.
you'd like to
What's the truth?
monitor the air traffic system,
look
you'll
at the evidence.
find that on channel 9
the
and
truth.
your headsets in the seat pocket in front of you. We'll
look
give
at
you a
the
little more
evidence.
information about our service
see the
plan
truth.
for our flight this evening as soon as we're in the air.
Look at the
Thank you,
evidence.
and again, welcome
You'll
aboard.
see the truth.
What's the truth?
Really look at the evidence, you'll see the truth.
What's the truth?
Really look at the evidence,
We're working too.
you'll see
Yeah.
the truth.
What's the truth?
Really look at the evidence, you'll see the truth.
What's the truth?
I went in
Really
about
look at the evidence,
4 or 5 hours
You'll see the
after to
truth.
get the kitty
What's the
litter
truth?
box and the kitten.
really look at the evidence,
Did you kill Janet Downing?
you'll see the truth.
Absolutely not.
What's the truth? So,
I went in
Really
about
look at the evidence,
4 or 5
You'll
hours
see the
after to
truth.
get the kitty
What's the
litter
truth?
box and the kitten. That
Really
was
look
it.
at the
And what I've
evidence.
seen
you'll see the truth.
to this
what's the
day,
truth?
I don't wish anyone to
Really
see
look
what
at
I
the
saw.
evidence, you'll see the truth.
What's the truth?
Really look at the evidence, really look at the evidence, you'll see the truth.
Playing music.
What's going on, chat? What's up, chat? What's up, chat? What's up, chat? How we doing out there on this beautiful Tuesday night? Appreciate everybody for being here. This is Pot 25. Politics as usual in Massachusetts. Are we crazy? Can we talk about this cup of coffee? Man, this cup of coffee is no joke. Can we talk about it? How we doing out there, people? Politics, Massachusetts. Are we crazy? I don't know. I know Janet Downing is not with us. R.I.P. Janet Downing. E-Pags, Kappa. Coming to the stage. We got Jay Brilliant. And of course,
What up?
tonight's a special night. It's a great night because we're going to be going through Pot 25 with the one and only. He's legendary. A lot of people love this guy. I don't know why they love him so much, but they love him. He's a good guy. He's one of my best friends. Great kid. We're going to be going through this show tonight. He's crazy. Sometimes he jumps on other people's platforms and he talks a lot of shit. Why not? He goes by the name of James Jackson. Goddamn, James Jackson is in the building tonight. We're just waiting on him to get his shit together. I'll take him off the stage for right now until he gets his shit together. Jay Brilliant, my man, 50 grand, the man behind the scenes. What's going on, brother? Are we crazy?
No, we're definitely not crazy.
Man, we've been doing a lot of work on this case. Eddie O'Brien, back in the summer of 1995, got convicted of killing Janet Downing. Do you feel that that was the right call?
That what was the right call?
Convicting Eddie O'Brien.
Oh, hell no. Honestly, I don't think so. Just like we can't say he didn't do it because we don't know who did it. But what we see and what we've heard, I don't think he should have got convicted. I don't think he got a fair trial at the end of the day. If half we brought out there was there then it might have been a whole different story, you know?
Right. I'm going to be going over Adi, the inconsistency of Adi Ortiz. It's early, 8:47. Kevy Kev entered the building again. Hopefully, he can get his shit together. I'm trying to get the band together, the drummer, the guitarist. I got my man, Jay Brilliant, always coming correct. He's here. And once again, Kevy Kev 781 is here. Kevy Kev, I asked Jay Brilliant this question.
What was it?
Are we crazy?
Investigate, investigate, investigate. Of course we're crazy, man.
Also, we're crazy. Are we crazy? Let me rephrase the question. Are we crazy to think that Eddie O'Brien didn't do this?
I mean, I don't think we're crazy to think that he didn't do it. I mean, with what's been laid out in front of us, I mean, you know, we can only assume that there's a third party involved.
October 1995, ladies and gentlemen, he was in a DYS called Plymouth. He was there.
The age of 16.
Age of 15.
15.
October 95, yeah. And he took a lie detector test. Would you believe it? He took a truth serum.
Eddie O'Brien denied the murder both before and after the drugs were administered. The prosecutor says it means nothing. He says O'Brien told different stories to the same examiner.
He never accounts for the fact that his blood is in that house. He never explains that away in the tape, and he would not have been able to explain that away at trial.
Eddie O'Brien was convicted this fall of murdering his neighbor Janet Downing in her home in 1995. The woman was stabbed repeatedly. Both O'Brien's and Downing's blood were found at the scene. Truth serum evidence has never been used in a criminal case in Massachusetts, nor has it been allowed in any major trial in the United States. And some criminal attorneys...
Look at the way he's moving, man.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell he's under.
...say there's a good reason.
Using a truth serum is an attempt to use a medical test for a determination that the jury is supposed to make. Are you telling the truth?
The doctor who administered the drug calls it reliable, saying it's been used clinically for 50 years.
It is new to the forensic field, but in clinical medicine today, it is a valid, reliable tool.
I walked in, right to my left, I saw Jim.
Now, you had something to say about that. He said he walked in to the left. You had something to say about that before? Kevy Kev?
Yeah. I mean, when you walk up
Right to my
the
left,
driveway
I
to
saw Janet on the
71.
floor.
What?
So when you go up the driveway at 71 Boston Street, Somerville, probably got about maybe 20 yards that you walk up the driveway. You got a front door that leads you into a foyer that's about 4 feet by 4 feet square. Kind of like a mud room, you know. Put your boots down, your shoes down, put your shovel. You got to take a left, and there's the door to get in the house.
Okay, but that's not when he said he looked to the left. Didn't you have like a discrepancy with that? That's what I'm asking.
No, my discrepancy was about the door.
What was that?
You know, I mean, he said he went by the house on his way to Burger King and seen the door was open. But when Ryan found his mom, he used his key to get in the front door.
Which means
someone shut the door and locked it.
Valid, reliable tool.
I walked in. Right to my left, I saw Janet on the floor. She was laying there all covered with blood.
All covered with blood now.
The blood all over the stairs and the hallway.
The bottom line in all of this is that Ed O'Brien has been convicted of killing Janet Downing. That's never going to change.
She was laying there all covered with blood.
Is new to the forensic field, but in clinical medicine today, it is a valid, reliable tool.
Walked in. Right to my left, I saw Janet on the floor. She was laying there all covered with blood.
All covered with blood now.
The blood all over the stairs and the hallway.
blood all over the stairs and the hallway. Jay Brilliant, what do you got to say about that? This is 3 months after this all goes down. 15 years old under True Serum. Do you believe that?
I have to believe that. Look at him. He if you ever been on the like that, you definitely telling the truth. He has no control of his brain right now.
What about you, Kevy Kev 781 on the Cash App?
I'd really like to see how the house is laid out. You know what I mean? Before I give my yays and nays on that, because as he talks about, like, I'd like to know in reference where the staircase in the hallway is. Because if the staircase is, in between the dining room and the kitchen, then he went in and he went in and walked towards the dining room.
I think that's what you were saying last time.
I mean, if he walked in and he's in the kitchen area, and you got a staircase in the I just find it hard to believe a staircase to be in the kitchen.
What does he see first when he walks in? How's the house laid out? When you walk in, the dining room is off to the left?
I think you'd walk into the kitchen, to be honest with you. I mean, it's kind of, it's a duplex. So, and the door
Maybe
is
I'll have to take another trip out there.
Yeah, you would have to go inside the house, though. But this is the house right here. This is the dining room right here, right?
The doors are on each side of the house.
This is the kitchen, right?
Okay,
that's
so
the kitchen.
So I would say
the kitchen was ripped up. What was all over the floor?
Remember, she got beat up all over that house.
She got beat up all over that house. So where's the dining room from there? Is the dining room through them little doors that I see?
So that could be the
Kind
hallway.
of looks like it.
So just hear me out. If you were to walk in, if you were to walk, you see the. I'm gonna blow this up. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
So you got the two little windows right there. You got a little hallway after the two windows, right? You see that little where the doorway is? I would think that's where you would come into the house.
So if you took a left, that's where the front door's at?
So if you walk through that
walk
door that's in front of us, you took a left, there would be the door you would come in.
Okay, so he walks in, he looks to the left. That's the dining room.
Yeah, I used to live in a duplex a long, long time ago. So when you walked in the door, the stairs to go upstairs were right in front of you.
Wait a minute, this is the dining room or is this the kitchen? This is the kitchen.
That looks like the kitchen.
That's the kitchen.
No. That picture. No, that's the dining room. It says it right there. It says the dining room and Janet Downing. It says it on the bottom of the screen. So this is the dining room.
Yeah, but why would there be those cabinets over there?
Yeah, what's up with them cabinets? That doesn't look right.
That looks like a kitchen.
Looks like it was labeled wrong, if you ask me.
Yeah, that doesn't look like it's labeled right. That looks wrong. That's why I thought it was the kitchen because of them old wooden cabinets that are right. Is that a sink? I mean, I really can't tell because of the black.
That's what it looks like. And then a picture above it, and then that definitely looks like a.
Well, there's the blood. Look at all the blood that was on the fucking floor.
Yeah, that's insane.
Walls.
Shit.
The walls.
When you blow this up, oh my God.
I don't see it blowing up. It looks the same.
No, I'm saying when you blow it up, you see all that blood. Like that big pool of blood. Where that?
On the bottom left to the middle.
Yeah. It says it's a chest with pictures on it. Well, it's labeled wrong. So either way, we got some discrepancies about you're saying.
I mean, let's talk about this for a minute while we're here. I don't think there'd be many. I mean, I don't think there'd be many pitches in a kitchen unless they were of fucking fruit or, food. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you see pictures? You see pictures hanging up
above the cabinet.
Yeah, I can't see that.
That looks like a picture.
You said you see a picture above the cabinet?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So that is the dining room. Yeah, that's the dining room. You're right. That's it.
So maybe there's a hutch there. You know what I'm saying, or some kind of.
That's the dining room. Good eyes, man. All the pictures are on top of it, and so that's where the pictures must have been. He put the pictures down. Whoever was there. That's the dining room. It's just a little fuzzy. All right, so that's the dining room. All right, so talk to me, Kev.
So if he went in the front door and he takes a right, he's gonna see what he sees right there, all the blood. So that corroborates his story. For what he's saying when I came in.
I walked in. Right to my left, I saw Janet on the floor. She's laying there. I walked in. Right to my left, I saw Janet on the floor. She's laying there all covered with blood.
All covered with blood now.
The blood all over the stairs and the hallway.
The bottom line in all.
She's laying there all covered with blood.
All covered with blood now.
The blood all over the stairs and the hallway.
Viable tool.
I walked in. Right to my left, I saw Janet on the floor. She's laying there all covered with blood.
R.I.P. Janet Downing. Ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name of J.F.K.
I go by Jay Brillon.
And I go by Kevy Kev.
And if you didn't know, we're number 3 on the runway. And what you need to do, since you're already on the flight, I hope you put everything away up in the top compartments and make sure you keep that bag tight, that little backpack packed tight, because it could move in flight. But I really hope you grabbed your Cliff Bars, your Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, you grab that vape or your nips or whatever your vice might be, and your trays are already up, because we're about to go up to 39,000 feet. Keep populating them chats, goals, and make sure you know that turbulence in the chat keeps the plane rocking. We want to see all green in the chat. Let's go.
Static selector.
Yeah, we all reppin' for Boston, man. All green, everything. Brought up, we were bleeding green, and you ain't got our history on me. We all reppin' for Boston, man. All green, everything. Brought up, we were bleeding green, and you ain't got our history on me.
Static selector.
Yeah, we all reppin' for Boston, man. All green, everything. Brought up, we were bleeding green, and you ain't got our history on me.
And then about 4 or 5 hours after to get the kitty litter box and the kitten. That was it. And what I seen, to this day, I don't wish anyone to see what I saw.
Clown! You are a clown! A clown!
So let's talk about it. You want to talk about it? Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Before we talk about it, everybody coming to the stage right now, you already know his name. You already know what he does.
We're working too, yeah. I mean, my man had to run across 3 lanes.
Put your peace signs up. You got the co-defendant, co-pilot. Back where he needs to be. James Jackson, let's go.
God damn.
What up, Kevy Kev, Jay Brill, J.F.K. What up?
What's poppin', pimp? You already know, man.
God
Happy
damn,
that
it's
you're
James Jackson.
happy you're back where you need to be for sure. You already know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Kevy Kev clear this point. I'm gonna throw some stuff off your chest, James. Go over to some stuff about the inconsistencies of Adi Ortiz that I'm sure you've been seeing, but to dig a little bit deeper, do a deep dive. But as of right now, Kevy Kev got some issues with the truth serum and the night of he went in the house. Go ahead, Kevy Kev. What is it that you got to say, my brother?
No, just I mean, it'd be nice to know the layout of the house. A little bit. I mean, if there was more, crime scene tapes or footage of some photos, just to get an idea of the layout on that. I mean, where he
I just
speaks
sent
on
their
about.
K2 photos.
Well,
sent me
Real.
2 photos, bro.
Yeah, someone sent me her photos of her kitchen and the stairs.
Got you.
That layout you just had up, you can tell it's like there's a walkway, and to the right that's like a diner. Those houses are they're old Victorian houses. still to this day, some of those houses date back to like the 50s, and they got that woodwork on them and shit like that. And that house looks like it because you could tell off to the left it had like those weird windows with that horsehair plaster and the right there you could just tell. But the blood, I mean, that's a lot of blood. And there was one more thing I wanted to say before I forget. When they have Eddie under the influence, this is the first thing the judge asks you when you go to court. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol that could change your mind, your to think differently or whatever? You under any substances. How is he gonna? How are they gonna put him on? What was that? Like an LSD test or something that they had him on, where they were doing that, or was it just a regular, where they put you under and do a hypnotize them and shit?
No,
No, they
that
give
there
you like
was
barbiturates and stuff.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So how could his word mean anything under the influence of drugs? It's crazy that they even keep showing, that and go off of that, because you guys know that's the number one rule when you go
No,
to court.
but he said that he didn't do it though. So you're saying even if he said,
No, it
so you're
helps,
saying if
but
he
I'm
did
saying
it, but you're saying if he said he did it, that shouldn't count.
yes.
Well, how about this? If he said
Say
he did it,
yes. Say he said he did it. I say that shouldn't be held up in a courtroom,
well, it
because
wouldn't. But I'm saying, do you think they would have not said it though? Do you think they would have ran with it?
I think they would have ran with it for sure.
All right.
That would have been something they would have ran with, because anything that it's a point system with them. Anytime they can one up the other one. I was watching Bradle when he came out on Crawford, like just real quick, and he was talking to him on the sidewalk. He's like, it's a little different. I can't tell you things I can say. I can't just come out here on the sidewalk and start spilling, what goes on in the courtroom, what my next plan is. And he said he worked with the judge. They used to work back and forth. They did cases against each other, but now he's a judge and he's a district attorney. I mean, I'm sorry. Excuse me. He's a criminal defense attorney. So, but yeah, that's what
So
happened.
you're saying that true? You're saying that true serum is garbage. You're saying that we shouldn't even, regardless of either way you look at it. If he says he didn't do it, we shouldn't respect it. If he said he did do it, we shouldn't respect it. Is that your take on it?
Yeah, I'm gonna stand on that, because when you go to court, that's the number one thing they say.
Well, I know, but I'm saying, do you? I understand in the court of law, we get all that with the court of law. We all get
Just
that.
think under the influence, you're not in your right mind.
But what I'm saying is, do you think that? So do you think that he could be lying still?
I do think that you can talk your way. I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't think, I wouldn't say lying. I would say that.
Well, he would be. If he said he didn't do it and he did it, he'd be lying.
Either way, yeah, he would be lying if he said. In that case, I guess he would be lying.
So do you think that if he was
you said
underneath
it's
them
wrong.
zanies, it was what was it? It was some benzodiazepine
Yeah,
in
some
there, right?
It's like a Thorazine shuffle, man. It's like what they used to give them guys up in Bridgewater State Hospital. Some weird shit.
Fucking horse tranquilizer.
Yeah, man. You're gonna tell them that you just saw Madonna fly by on a horse.
God damn, James.
What the duck says.
Yo, James,
It says it's sedatives and hypnotics.
Paul Senior told the police the front door. Paul Senior told the police the front door, which is the one Eddie said was open locked on its own when shut. So if Eddie shut it, like the mystery man told him to, Ryan would have to use his key. So if he did shut it, it locks automatically. That's what Pepper's saying, right? Is that what she's saying? And then Police Pastor Pepper is back in the saddle because James is here. If James is not here, Police Pastor Pepper ain't here. What up, Police Pastor Pepper?
God damn.
1999. God damn.
Damn,
Right.
Pepper.
JFK, you ever hanging low at a wee sprout? What's that mean? At a wee sprout? I don't know what that means. Is that supposed to disrespect me for $2? At a wee
God
sprout?
damn, probably for $2, cheap ass.
For $2, yeah, for $2 at a wee sprout, huh? Have you ever hung out at the
It might not be disrespectful, so I don't know what
yeah,
that means.
let's calm down. I don't know.
Yeah, send him
JFK,
500. He'll put it on.
JFK, can you interview Tom Riley? Can I interview Tom Riley? I absolutely could interview Tom Riley as far as doing it, yes. But can I? Will he let me? Probably not. Towards the next yummy donut. Thank you so much, Sugar. E-Pags with a cuppa. We got gifted memberships, 1. We got age goals. Thank you so much, Becky. Appreciate everybody with the super chats. And remember, we want all green in the chat. We want all green in the chat. And if you're watching,
Static selector.
Yeah, we all reppin' for Boston, man. All green, everything. Brought up, we were bleeding.
the ships. And remember, right now we're streaming on James Jackson channel too. So if you want to go over to James Jackson and jump in his stream real quick and want to give some membership to some of him people, because we want to see everybody hashtag AGE all green everything in the chat. James Jackson JFK. Would you believe it? We just like to see everybody in green. That's all. Everybody looks so much better in green. So I'm gonna pull up. Is there anything else you want to add, Kevy Kev? Because you know we got a 4-man weave here, and I don't want to fuck up your thoughts. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. Once again, God damn. Holy shit. We got turbulence in the chat. Yow.
Yeah.
Turbulence in the chat. Turbulence in the chat.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Boston.
Turbulence in the chat. Turbulence in the chat.
Boston.
To McDonald coming through. Wow, James Jackson is back for the holidays for sure. He's back like he never left. Would you believe it?
I never left. I mean, it's funny because I was hearing people say that. Oh, he left. You know, other channels are saying that. Yeah, but I never left.
Gifted
Still
1
here.
James Jackson membership. Thank you, Becky.
Thank you, Becky G.
Becky D again gifted 1 JFK membership. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Becky E. Pags, what up?
Once again, I'm sorry. I know our boy Kevy Kev wanted to talk. So go ahead, Kevy Kev. My bad. No more interruptions.
No. I mean, I'm good. I'm good with where we're at. I mean, if that's how the door locks and shit when you shut it, you know, my question is that, you know, I read a statement from Ryan stating that he had to put his key in the door to unlock it. You know, so I mean, if he got if Eddie went in there, seen Janet like that, got confronted by a masked man, was told, you know, the kids are yelling, you know, for Ryan or Paul, and you know, he was told to shut the door. Then if that's how it locked, then that's how it locked.
You're muted.
Sorry, people.
Sorry, wasn't looking up.
Want to give a big shout out to all my mods. Natalie D, of course. What the Duck, of course. Norman Corey, of course. Making changes when he's a part-timer, but big peace out to Making Changes, my man. And don't forget about Josie, but Josie Lou, she's on a vacation far away. She be jumping all around, but peace to Josie Lou. Natalie D, she says follow Kevy Kev's channel. Make sure you go over and give Kevy Kev a subscribe or go like something. Leave a comment to Kevy Kev. He got some shorts up there. He got some videos. Go hit his chat up. Tell him you want to see him live. You know, go hit him up. Say, Kevy Kev, man, go ahead and hit that live button a couple days a week for us. Will you get them watch hours up? We want to give some membership to you, Kevy Kev. Why are you slagging on your Playboy?
I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
Yeah.
I got to get back in the swing of things.
It's all good, my brother.
It's a lot of it's commitment, man. I was saying this the other day about how JFK and, you know, even content creators that maybe I don't get along with or disagree with, how they can do it continuously. It's a routine. You got to just stay focused and maintain it every day. And it's tough because then you get sidetracked with something, or and you hear some wild shit, makes you not
Well,
want to.
it makes it even worse when you got about 8,000 people gunning for your neck. But anyway,
Oh shit! Yeah, that'll make it worse for sure.
yeah.
But I mean, we're here. We ain't going nowhere.
Absolutely. So this is 71. This is the house, bro.
Man,
What you want to know about it? Let's see all 38 photos. Good old Zillow coming through.
Wow,
This is where it all went down, man.
man.
So there's the kitchen.
Yup. See, so Jay, look right there. See the picture down? Oh no, go back to the next one.
So hold on. Can I?
Right there, real quick. That's the picture that we're looking at, but the living room is in there. So Kev, that's what we're seeing right there. That room inside, I believe.
Still old as shit in there, huh?
Well, you got
They
to the right
didn't
to the right
update
of this
shit.
picture, right? All right. So the door.
There's the door that opened. Yep.
Oh,
What? You
man.
can't see it? Am I doing
No,
something
no.
wrong?
No.
All right. Right
You
here
can see
on
the
this.
handle.
Hold on. I'm
There's
gonna
the
blow
handle.
this
There's the
up.
door.
So you got the door you got a door that's open on the right with the little window up top. That's the front door.
Yeah.
Okay. You look
So
to
now
the right.
you,
That's the
you'd
living room.
walk in. You'd walk into the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
The kitchen's to the left, though, isn't it?
No, when you walk in this door, you're in the kitchen. Right in front of you are the red
That's the kitchen
stairs
where
that go upstairs.
There's a set of stairs right there too behind that brown door.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
right
if
here.
that door's
That's
open
the
all the
stairs.
way, you're seeing those stairs directly in front of you. To the right, you're seeing the living room. To the left, you're in the kitchen. What Kev is saying, basically,
This isn't down. This isn't down inside.
That's
You're saying? No, this is a different side of the house.
There's the
It looks like the
stairs that would
same.
be when you walk in the
right in
front.
front of you. That's what you're gonna see.
All right, let me see. That's not Downing's house right there.
They're saying
That's
that's
down
Virginia.
inside.
Ed said that's Virginia's side.
Okay, but is it the same setup though, kind of?
I mean, it looks like it, like how that living room is.
It's probably the same thing but reversed.
Right, but also hers didn't have the wall that had the hole in it. Hers was a full, complete wall. They blew that wall out and made like a see-through to the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Like, look at the Salins. Those are old Victorian houses. They got the hutches in them, the wood panel.
I mean, is this the side?
That house was huge, huh? No room in that house was
Big-ass house.
a bad room to have. I'd take any of them. Look at all the windows in that room.
God damn.
So hold on.
That's an old ass looking bathroom, though.
Hmm.
There goes the yard. This is where.
Pretty
So look,
He
so that's
just
where.
said
So
that's Janet's side.
that's Janet's side.
Ed
that I
just
was
said
looking
he
at?
just texted me. Yep, that's Janet's side.
With the one I was just flipping through.
Yeah.
So
let's
yo,
go back.
that
this is Janet's side right here. All right, I'm trying to hold up, Kev. Tell me what you want, bro. You got to let me know what you want. What do you want me to do?
I was trying to. Might
You
have
gotta
been
let me
back
know.
a
What's
couple
up?
pictures.
This one?
Yeah. See, I don't.
Because
yeah,
I'm
no,
not
no,
even. I'm not. To
not
be
that.
clear, I'm not even looking at you. I'm looking at the pictures, just to let you know.
I'm sure. I'm sure things have changed. I mean,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you, Kevin.
I'm
Is this new?
looking for the windows. You know what I mean? The windows in the front.
What's the different time, Kevin?
I mean, it's the same shit.
But they might have
It's
tore
the
some
setup.
wall down.
So, all right,
make a
stop right there. Stop right there. So I would say that this right here is Janet's side. Now you would walk beyond that little door right there. When you walk in the house, you walk into the kitchen. And to the left would be the dining room, which is what we're looking at right now.
He said that's Janet's side and that's Janet's kitchen.
So the front door's behind that wood paneling wall. You're saying, Kevin?
That's
Kev?
right. That's right.
Yep.
So
where
you'd
this wood
walk
panel
in.
wall? Where I'm pointing at?
Yeah, with a big.
Yeah, there's
like,
a door right on the right side.
Yeah.
There's an opening.
Where right here, where I'm pointing?
Wait, let me see.
You
Where's
can't
your
see my
pointer?
pointer?
You see this the wood wall? It's got like a skeleton on it. There's a door right behind that.
You guys can't see my pointer?
Yeah, that's the door right there on the left of your pointer.
Yeah, but I think it's on
This side?
Yes, I think it's right there. Or no, it would be right on the
Well, you come in this way, you're saying?
No.
Well, you come in this way, right? Behind these walls right here?
No. You'd come
This
in
way?
that way.
This way.
You'd walk into the kitchen there's the outside of the house, into the kitchen.
So do you take a left when you go in the kitchen or a right? I mean, a left in the living room or a right?
A left.
You'd take a left into the dining room.
Are these the stairs right here?
Yeah, the stairs are right behind that wall.
They're behind that wall.
Yep.
Where the skull is.
The skeleton guy hanging.
Oh,
She messed up by painting those dormers. Shouldn't have painted.
So here's the living room right here. This is the dining room right here?
Yeah, see the windows, Jay? See how it got those windows in the picture?
But what's that? That ain't the dining room. The dining room's way in here.
Yeah, that's the same room. Go back to the old school picture you had and look at the windows and the thing Kevin said hanging. That's the same exact room. The only difference is
So this
now
is where she was found?
She was found right there. Damn, R.I.P. Janet Downing.
So
but that's done over, and it's not that much done over. It's probably done over like 90-ish, like Three's Company-ish kind of look to it. But that table wasn't there, and they had like a hutch on the wall, and then they had some weird curtains over those windows. It almost made it look like a. See what I'm saying? Same shit. So you take out that.
God damn.
Wow. Nothing happened here. Imagine that.
So she was found right
there.
So there's
right
the
underneath
first window.
those windows. Yep.
Yeah, right here she was found.
Well, right there, exactly. That's what Ed just said. I asked him where was she found, and he said right there.
Let me tell you something. She was trying to get out of that house.
Yeah, but
she got beat up all over the house.
I know, but when that shit was happening, she was trying to get out of there.
So hold on. So he comes walking in, and he takes a left. He said he seen blood on the stairs. Where's the stairs at, though? I'm still trying
They're
to
on the
figure out.
other side of the wall, JFK, like where that
Like right-
skeleton's at.
My bad. Just did a jump.
Yeah, stairs.
That's the other side of the wall, though.
Right, but that's us looking at it where Janet was found.
Yeah, but you're not looking at it in the kitchen view.
Right. The other view, we're looking at it from the back of the kitchen. Like if you're standing on all the way to the end of the kitchen.
Oh, there's the stairs right there.
Yeah.
No, the stairs are behind the wall.
This looks like
So there's the door right there. That's the door he came in.
No. Now we're into the other
Yeah,
lady's
that's
house.
a different house. You can tell by the pillars
it's a-
on the ceiling.
It's a duplex, yeah.
Okay, that's a
So
different
they're
house.
side by side, James. These houses.
Yeah, the side. See how those ones got painted, Jay? The roof. They should have kept it wood. I mean,
So that tan JFK, the tan kitchen right there, that's Janet's kitchen.
yeah, that's Janet's kitchen.
Right there, yep.
Yeah.
The older one.
Yeah, but look, they even it's got the track lights up there. I mean, they haven't done much to it. That's how they leave those apartments, though, in Somerville, and they just rent them
Can you
out.
throw up the scene? Can you throw up the scene again?
I think someone bought it afterwards, and they still live there. The owners.
The same people?
Yeah, after they bought it. Yep.
What do you want? I just threw up the scene.
Yeah, because when I look through the hallway right there and I look into that other room, it looks like there's a window right there. Or is that a cabinet? That must be the cabinet in the kitchen.
Thank you, Billy.
Well, that kind of does look like a window.
We sprout means young man. Laugh out loud. So what did he say? Did I ever?
See, I told you.
But no, what did he say the first time though? What?
Oh, it was a guy that said it?
No, but what did he say? JFK,
Oh,
you ever hanging low at a wee sprout?
Oh.
At a young man?
Oh, yeah, at a young age.
Oh, as a young man?
Me.
Oh, okay. Is that what he was saying? I mean, it was like he said as a wee sprout. Oh, okay. As a young man? No, but I hung in Bill Ricker House of Correction with a bunch of little cats.
When he was a weak bro.
So I know a lot of little cats. I know a lot of little cats from that.
Yeah.
Check your messages, JFK. I think what the duck is trying to message him.
Oh, what the duck's probably going crazy. He's probably telling me I'm fucking up the whole show, that I got to cancel.
Hey,
Come on, what the
follow
duck?
the
Calm
duck.
down. What the duck? What the duck wants everything perfect. Hold on, what the duck? Let's calm down. Here we
Mama
go. Where's
duck.
she at?
Mama duck.
Oh, there she is. Oh, she got it. She got it all lit up. Thank you, what the duck. Oh, what the duck got a nice picture. Well, it's not a nice picture. Scratch that. It's not a nice picture. It's just better than the one we're looking at. Thank you, what the duck. Goddamn, what the duck.
God damn, Mama duck.
Yeah, what the duck wants perfection. She don't fuck around. She don't mess around at all, for sure. I'm working too.
Oh, yeah. That's work. God damn.
Free Kelsey, let's fucking go. What the duck says, I sent you a drawing of the layout so you can see how the rooms are attached. Free Kelsey again. Thank you so much. Law Tubas. Audie, we going to 1,000, Kevy Kev.
Right.
The door in the kitchen goes out to the deck. Check your messages. I sent you the layout of the house. Thank you. What the duck.
Yo, you know what I was
Appreciate it.
thinking about, Jay? When you guys with the Audi and shit, Kev, when he started like fake crying. Okay, it's one thing. You want to call him be a piece of shit and lie on a heinous case, right? Like this, but then to sit there and fake cry on the lie, that's even weirder to me.
That's why we got this. That's why we got this, James.
Oh shit!
God damn, heavy Kev.
Damn, Artie. The
Every
fake
time,
cry.
every time that motherfucker runs his mouth and he starts talking stupid as
shit. Oh shit! The horn on his nose, huh? Heavy Kev got him by the nose. That's crazy.
I even dressed this thing up with a finger trigger and shit. I can hold this shit. You know what I'm saying? Now I can do shit. I got it in my hand. You know what I mean? I could fucking start going off and shit.
God damn. That cat story is wild, huh? But to sit there and cry after it was even crazier. Man, look at how much. Oh wow.
Thank you.
Courtesy of what the duck. What the duck always coming through.
Yeah, so that's like an old like sink top. That's where they probably put the food to deliver it. I don't know. Dining room.
That's a
during
dining room. I think that's like.
Yeah, during back like holidays, you would put a table, folding table out there with chairs, serve the food on that little countertop right there. And those windows right there lead out to the street. Like those two windows, like anyone can. Looks like anyone just could see in.
I
No,
think those windows look out to Hamlet Street.
They look out to Hamlet Street, right on the yard. Yep.
Renee, welcome.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Jay.
Renee, welcome home, Renee.
Yes, Renee. Got your
Welcome
puppies.
home, Renee.
She's with her
Awesome.
dogs, man.
Nice. Puppy love. Help you get through it. JFK, I sent you a floor plan and email. It's a lot clearer.
I just seen it. Hold on a second. Let me look at that. Let me see. I'm echoing over here.
Sound
Who's
fine.
got me echoing? No, not information of Eddie Lasso. I mean, goddamn. People are sending me all types of shit. Downing's house floor plan. Yeah, yeah. You guys got the drawings of what it looks like or whatever. That's cool. We got this. We know what's up now. We know what it is now.
Right.
You know, this is basically painting the picture right here. We know what happened. We know that Janet Downing was last seen right here. Point blank. End of the story.
Brutally
The question is
how?
Well, we know how.
Well,
I
we
think
know
the
how.
Who?
Who?
All right, so let's go back there, right? Let's so we now, are you satisfied with what Eddie said? Kev? Is that the layout that you need to see? The layout's on point, what he said right here?
Yep.
Let's hear what he had to say one more time.
I saw Gina on the left. I saw Gina. I saw Gina on the
To the forensic field. But in clinical medicine today, it is a valid, reliable tool.
I walked in right to my left. I saw Gina on the floor.
Yep, to your left.
She was laying there all covered with blood.
All covered with blood now.
The blood all over the stairs in the hallway.
The bottom
I mean,
line
that looks
in-
like he's
in
telling
all-
it like with the way he shook his head right there, doesn't look like he's lying.
She was laying there all covered with blood.
All covered with blood now.
The blood all over.
The way he's like blood all over, like
It's
it
also
doesn't.
the way the doctor asked it. He asked him a question that he already answered. He said, "All covered with blood." Yes, all covered with blood. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
like
It's
all over. Like he didn't, but
Yeah,
he
but the
didn't
whole
slip.
point of that test is for you not to be able to lie.
Right.
Covered with blood.
All covered with blood now.
The blood all over the stairs in the hallway.
The bottom line.
So you would have to believe, right? You would have to believe that this kid at 15 years old went in there, right? So let's lay it down for a second.
Hold on, though.
All right,
All
right.
Go
ahead.
So I mean, if the door's on the left-hand side and he walks in, he's saying to the left.
Yeah.
That room right there is to the right.
Yeah.
The stairs are in front of you when you walk in the house.
It's to the right. I thought it was to
He's
the
saying
left.
he's seen blood all over the stairs.
Yeah, he said all over the stairs. No, it's to the
Wait,
right.
wait a minute. Let's hold on, please. Let's take it around the room. You're saying right now that it's to the right? I thought it's to the left. I thought we all realized it's to the left.
The pictures
not
that
to
we're
the left?
looking at, no. The
So it's
stairs
to the
are
right,
in front of you.
100%. So
The
100%
stairs
it's
are-
to the right, not to the left. So that's a lie?
I think you got to put the picture back up.
Well, think about what Kevin kept saying. You walk in that house and the
I
stairs are
thought
right
we just
for you.
decided, but you guys realize what you guys just said, right? Like we just went
I
through the
do.
whole thing.
We just went through. JFK
And
just
we
went
went through
around
the
that
whole thing,
to the
and you
left.
guys said it was to the left. Now you're saying it's to the right. So I'm just trying to understand, man. I'm flying the airplane, man. That's all. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to my piano, like give me the information, man. I'm keeping us fucking so we don't get hit by birds over here. So
No
are we
birds,
so you're saying that so we're not in agreement that it was to the left? It's to the right now?
Well, that's where Janet was found, was to the right. Based off those pictures you're throwing up, JFK.
Oh, he said he walked in and she was sitting to the left. So you walk in through the door right there, right? And then you go to the left, and that's where she would be.
To the left? What left are you going in?
Holy shit.
All of this
You
is
know what I'm
that
saying?
Edo
You're talking about where they're taking the picture from?
I walked in right to my left. I saw Janet.
That wall now.
And today, it is a valid, reliable tool.
I walked in right to my left. I saw Janet on the floor. She was laying there all covered with blood. On the floor.
It is a valid, reliable tool.
I walked in right to my left. I saw Janet on the floor.
Right to my left, did he say? Right to my left? Did he say that?
JFK.
Yeah.
JFK. Ed wants you to
Yes.
call him on the phone. Big Ed. He said it's confusing. He wants you to call him.
All right.
You should throw out that floor plan that's down. Why you talking to him?
I mean, I get it now. You did say left too, Kev. But when you walk in, it is to the right. I mean, the living room is to the right.
That's right.
It looks like
The dining room. Yeah.
The dining room is to the right.
Yeah.
Show the floor plan. All right, guys, no problem. Just give me a second. I got to download it. Send me about 7,500 in the Venmo so I can get this download going.
God damn.
Yeah. EPAC said, I can't wait for the appeal trial. When is the appeal trial? And
They don't know yet. They didn't file the motion 30 yet.
Yeah. Did what's her name? I'm sorry. Unforgettable. Did she go to visit Eddie?
Yes, she did.
Yes.
She
Got
did.
a nice picture. Yeah.
Oh, doubt.
Oh, hold on a second. I can just do this.
Yeah, she said I did. How was it? How was it getting in there? They put you
She said
through
it
hell
wasn't
getting
that-
in there?
She said that the ride down the quarter-mile ride from off the street was a weird feeling, driving all the way up to the prison.
Oh man, you sent the floor plan in landscape. I mean in Jesus.
That's the worst part is when family members have to come visit you. They go through the worst part, all the bullshit. Someone just send it to me now.
They're gonna keep sending you stuff, you know that. Hold on, I'm trying to find it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a better.
Oh wait, this is a great picture. I'm gonna send you this. This shows
What
us
is it?
right here.
Picture of
It
what
is-
though?
It's right to the right, but I thought this was
I got it.
See if that's the same one on your Facebook Messenger when you get a second. But I thought that one was
Okay, so the walkway is the brick.
Yep.
So you walk into that foyer.
Yep.
When you
And the
walk
dining
in the
room's to
front
the right.
door,
dining room's to the right.
That's where she was found.
That's where she was found.
Yeah.
So he said the left though.
He said he found it on the left.
And today,
And there was
it
You gotta
is
call Big
Hold
Ed.
on.
a reliable tool.
I walked in. Right to my left, I saw Janet on the floor.
Right to my left, I walked in. Right to my left, I seen Janet on the floor.
So, can I ask you something?
On the floor.
Medicine today, it is a valid, reliable tool.
I walked in. Right to
Okay, so what are those lines outside of the blueprint? See the lines?
That's brick.
That's the brick.
Okay, so if he walked in to the left of that, if he went in that way, because it
It is
looks
to the
like
left.
all right, to the left, the dining room's right there. To the right is the kitchen. So he is telling the truth. If he went in
No.
that
What
door,
are you talking about? What are you talking about?
right out.
He's right. He's saying if he walked in, he took a left to go inside. You got to walk in and you take a left to go inside, and Janet was right there. Technically, that's what he's saying. He didn't say the next right. He didn't say I walked in, took a left, and I took a right. That's
Right.
what James is saying. He said I walked in, I took a left, and Janet was right there.
So if you're on that side of the house, look, there's a door
I mean, I'm pretty
right
sure
there.
that's what he's going to tell us.
That's
There's
what-
the brick.
yeah.
There's
Yep.
the brick. He took a left, and when he walked in, she's right there, and she was. She
Or
was
those,
right there.
yeah.
He didn't say I walked in, I took a left, and then then I took a right into the dining room.
Is
And
the
if
mark-
anything, man, if anything, that makes him tell the truth more. He took a left, he walked in, and he didn't get down to the specifics of it. I walked in, took a left, and there she was. I mean, like there
With
it
that
is.
marker, him walking in. You see how that was? See that orange mark?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then if he walks in, then that's a right, Jay, to the dining room.
Exactly. But when he walked in, he had to take a left to go in the house. He had to open up the door, right? And you go in on the left, right? I don't know.
He walked into the foyer, takes a left,
Yeah.
walks into the living room,
takes a right,
and then has
Takes
to
a
take
right.
a right.
Yeah, but
he just left that part out.
He took a left. He said he took a left and seen her. He never said he took a right and seen her. So that could be the truth, because you can look to the right by taking a left without, you don't have to take that right afterwards.
The way the question was asked, man, that left
My bad.
Nah, man, it's too much, I guess. That's why. Don't go off that shuffle shit, man. Because he didn't say I took a left, then I took a right. He said I just took.
Yeah,
a
but
right.
he's 15. We got to be clear though. He's 15 years old and he's whacked out on Xanax. He says he opened up the door, he takes a left, and then he's seen her. Technically, that's what would have happened, right?
Hold on though. He said he's seen Janet covered in blood and blood all over the stairs. So that means he didn't take a right into that room, is what you're saying. Because the stairs are in front of you. And then and again, he's whacked out on the serum. So, I get
The stairs are right. Yeah, the stairs are in front of you, right in front of you. But if he looked right in front of him, there was the stairs, and then she was right there.
To the right.
To the right. He just didn't like. So what are you saying? Like he wouldn't have seen the blood on the stairs?
Well, I think
But
more or less what they
in clinical medicine today, it is a valid, reliable tool.
I walked in. Right to my left, I saw Janet.
Right to my
walked
left.
I walked in. Right to my left. I saw
She was laying there all covered with blood. And on the floor. Walked in. Right to my left, I saw Janet on the floor.
Okay, so what if he came in another way?
Is there? Yeah. So if you look at that layout, there would have to be another door. He would have.
No,
to
I'm
go
saying,
in.
what if he came in the way that they're saying he came in? I mean, did he go through the front door? I don't know. I'm gonna call Big Ed and see. There's no other door, right? Do you guys see another door? You tell me.
Right there, there's stairs right near the deck, right? You can go in through there, couldn't you?
No, there's a closet. Yeah, that's where I'm saying he walked
No,
in. If
see,
that would be the
He said
only
he went,
way,
see
but he
the
said,
arrow.
he went through the front
Hold
door.
on. See
that's
the
what I'm
arrow.
saying.
See the
Yep.
arrow. See the arrow.
Yeah, going up the
In
stairs.
the kitchen.
Yep.
In the
Yeah.
kitchen, there's an arrow.
Yeah,
That
in the
means
kitchen
going
there's an arrow.
downstairs.
Yeah, I see that.
So there's stairs going down to the basement over by the stove where the four little circles are in the
Yeah.
kitchen.
All right.
There's that half bath underneath the staircase going upstairs. There's just a toilet and a sink.
But see
So that's where
see outside between the dining room and the kitchen, could he have went in that way?
No,
and
he
then
didn't go in. But that's the point, bro. He
But
didn't go.
that's the
He
point. He
said
didn't go in
he
that
said he
way.
went in through the front door. Point
Yeah.
blank. End of the story. That's what he
So
said.
it would be a left and a right. It would be a straight right in from the door. He opened the door. He went in, he said a left, but that would bring him in the living room, not the dining room.
Brilliant. Send me Big Ed's number again, so I don't have to look for it.
Okay, hold on.
I'll tell you this much: if they would have
now
used this
now
at trial,
let me just say
Right to
this.
my left, I saw Gina
Let me
on the
just
floor.
let me just say this
Walked in.
too.
Medicine today,
If
it is
Eddie
a
went in
valid,
there
reliable tool.
and
I
seen
walked in. Right to my left, I saw Gina on the floor. She was laying there all covered with blood.
I'll send it.
you sent it.
so just let me say this though.
We're letting you, brother.
If Eddie walks in, if Eddie's going to Burger King and he's walking down Boston Street and he's either he could go to Burger King by walking all the way down the end of Boston Street, or he could go to Burger King by taking a left onto Hamlet, going down the hill and taking a right. But if he was to leave his house and walk towards Burger King, and he looks over and sees the front door open, figures, hey, let me walk across the street, see if one of my buddies wants to take this walk with me. If he goes in that house that way, Janet most definitely could have been right there on the floor. Because if he got told to beat it, get the fuck out of here, or something's going to happen, somebody else was in that house.
Hello.
Is this Big Ed?
This is he.
Hey, what's up, Big Ed? This is JFK. I just want to let you know before we go any further. You know you're live right now on the JFK live stream, right?
Oh yeah, but I'll just bring you through the house. What I'll do is tell you how I got in there and what I saw and how I saw it and the layout of the house.
All right.
Is that okay?
No, that's fine. I just want you to know that you're live streaming. You agree to
Yeah,
talk,
I
right?
understand.
All right, cool. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I agree.
Say whatever you want,
the,
brother.
the layout up there.
Okay, thank you.
How you doing, Ed?
James Jackson says hello.
Oh yeah, you're on the phone.
Everybody says hello. Go ahead. Go ahead. Break it down.
Yeah.
Throw up the layout.
Okay, I'm on. Am I on?
Yeah, you're on. Yeah, you're live.
Okay, all right. So I'm just going to give you the perspective of me running over there after Ryan came to my door to say she was all blood, she was all blood. When you run over to that house, it's a duplex. So I saw Barry's head in the window, and I called him over to help because I didn't know what the hell to find. And I ran into that walkway. You see the brick stairs and the long windows. And when you run into the house, there's a foyer. And that's where you take off your sneakers and all that stuff, or hang up your coat. It's like a little room. And then you take a left to get into the house. And so when you're in that another where the stairs and the little bathroom is, when you're in that center, it doesn't matter if you're looking left or right, because when I went there, I just knew right away. When I took that left and went to there, I saw I saw what I saw, and it wasn't nice. You know what I mean? So, I mean, the only way then, you look and then you just walk straight ahead if you're gonna go in there and see if she's alive.
You're
There's the
muted, Jay.
kitchen with the cellar door going downstairs on the left of the house, of the left of the kitchen. And then you have the stairs, of course, the small bathroom, another room to your left, and then even further on, supposedly where the other person lived for a time being, was another room, which is the what do you call it? They built onto the house there, so the addition to the house. So, and that's about it.
So you're saying when you walk in past the bricks, you take a left.
When you walk in, you immediately go into a foyer.
Yep.
So you go through one set of doors.
Right.
Then you go into a little foyer where they kick off their shoes or whatever and hang up their coats.
Right.
Where the bricks are.
Yep.
Okay. So in the red, like where, I don't know, number 14 is or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, hello? He hung up by mistake. He must have hit a button. God damn, I hit the wrong
I see
button.
what the foyer he's talking about. So Eddie would have went through that. It is like a front door. I see what he means. So it's like built out. That thing right there is built out where he went in. It almost, so Eddie would go in there, and it's a foyer, almost like a little garage, like type look. And then
4x4, yep.
Yeah, you walk in, and you would take a left. And then when you go in, he probably looked to the right and saw Janet right there. So he did walk in and take a left, and then he looked to the right. And so, did he say that though? I looked to the right, or he just said I looked and saw Janet? Because I mean, you would have to walk in, take a left, then look to the right. That seems about right. Now that the way he described the foyer.
No, I hear you. I mean, if I seen blood on those staircases and shit, I would have turned right around.
Yeah, I wouldn't have looked no further. But I mean, for someone to grab him right there and say, "Get the fuck," you better get out of here.
Well, supposedly there was friends that were walking like up Boston
Someone
Street,
knocked at the door.
and then someone knocked at the door. Is right.
When he was in there?
Yeah, and he was told to shut the door.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And they never got any footprints or anything from Eddie inside that house. And you would think size 14, he's got to go through the dining room where she was, into the kitchen, and then to the basement stairs.
Well, if someone told him to be quiet, you don't know where they moved him around. They could have said, "Come over here, be quiet. Come over here, be quiet." You know what I'm saying?
Someone could also move the body when he left.
Hello.
What up, Ed? We lost you.
Yeah, no, yeah. I don't know what happened, but
That's
yeah.
all right, Big Ed. How you doing, by the way, sir?
Yeah, I'm getting along. I'm catching your show as much as I can here, and try. I don't want to interject. I mean, at the beginning, I was saying hi to everybody, to Natalie and all that, but then I said, you know what? I don't want to look like I'm interjecting myself into this stuff. I want you guys to say what you got to say, whether it's good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
But, I'm not going to get mad. It is what it is. So,
Right. Well, we do know that Artie's been lying, right? And, and I'll just leave it at that. He's been lying, and that's not a good look for him. He says, and let me ask you this. During the testimony, can you speak to the testimony of the medical examiner in the first trial?
No, I cannot.
You can't speak? Okay.
No,
right, so
I'd have to have the paperwork in front of me. I don't have that.
all right.
You know, but no,
Real
really, I
test day.
couldn't speak to the medical examiner's testimony. No.
Okay. So let me ask you this. So whose idea, can you speak to in the DYS, whose idea was to do the lie detector in the truth serum?
Well, it was a combination of his lawyers, Ralph Ciampa, Maria Curtatone, and myself and Tricia. I mean, we were at the point where the media was so crazy about this, and we were in the newspaper every day, and poor Ed was in the newspaper every day. I mean, they hammered this poor kid. And, that's Riley's, media machine, because, they're going to do whatever he wants. And so it was, something we thought at the time would be a good thing, you know what I mean? So we went for it. We Ed was desperate to do anything to clear his name right away and get this over with and let them go find the real killer. And we were too. So, we all come to the conclusion that this would be the best thing to do.
Right. JFK, I want to know why Big Ed and his wife said right from the beginning that Adi did this to Janet. He's not going to answer that, so I'm not even. He can't answer that right now.
No, absolutely not.
He can't answer that. So all them questions he can't answer. So, and
Right.
we got to be respectful to Big Ed for sure. I just, but with the DYS stuff, with the truth serum, right? Was that something they did a lot back then? Do you know? Like, when you were talking to people, is that something they did?
I read up on it. I mean, it was used by the CIA for 50 years. Some notorious murder cases around the area. Those people got tested and failed. So, hey, we went in and did it. He, took a polygraph before he was under any type of drugs.
And he passed that too.
And he came up and he passed that. And then they put him under and he passed that.
Wow, two big things.
Yeah. So he did both, and and the court audited. The court paid for it. So it wasn't some cockamamie scheme. Even the judge himself was for it, and they paid for it.
That makes no sense, man. So at the end of the day, the courts paid for it, and then they don't use it.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But if it was the other way, Riley would have been, screaming from the rooftop.
For sure.
You know what I mean? I mean, as soon as everything come back normal, he just downplayed it big time. So
100%. So 100%, they would 1,000% would have used it if it came back guilty because they paid for it.
Yep.
Oh, but yeah, the judge himself. I mean, I don't know what decision he would have made for the adult court, but Riley himself, who was just a media, he would have went crazy on this. I mean, anything. I mean, if you read the papers that were given to you, any little thing that he got, he just blew it up. So I mean, this guy was running for attorney general, and I said that from the beginning also. I mean, so everybody knew what the deal was, and that's when does a DA take a trial to do a case like that when he's already, you have a Deanna Cremens, you have some other poor souls, and aren't those family just as important?
Right.
So this was just a political thing. He was, attorney general was coming up, and he decided, to get his name in the paper, and it was. I mean, constantly. It was just like a drumbeat. It was horrible.
Yeah, that's a wild thing. So let me ask you this: after they did the test and with that true serum, how long after was he still under? Like, did you talk to him after that? Was he like, did he even know who you were? Like, how was he
not
acting?
long. No, not long. Not long ago. Not long at all. But yeah. Oh yeah, we did definitely talk to him.
But was he cloudy when you talked to him?
No, he was okay. He was okay.
Okay.
I think
He
they
was
reversed
he wasn't,
JFK.
I mean they chained him up and took him out, so you know what I mean? He was okay.
Mm-hmm. We seen when they found him guilty, right? Like he's such a, they got him painted as such a psycho killer and all this. We seen the trial footage. We obtained some of it. We see when they took him out, they didn't even, obviously in trial they don't shackle and handcuff you, but they didn't put him into custody off the bat. Here's a guy who's 6'5". I don't know at the time, what was he, 6'5" at that time?
Yeah, at the time in those 2 years from 95 to 97, he had a growth spurt. At 95 he was about my height. 97 he was up around that 6'5" area.
Yeah, and when he walked out, they didn't even put him in handcuffs or shackles at all. They even went in the elevator without handcuffs and shackles.
So
a guy
I mean,
who
what
just
does that tell you? When most
exactly.
of like you said yesterday or the other night, most of the trial officers, I mean, they were nice people. They were good to us when we were there.
Of course.
But
He's a gentle
you saw where
giant.
they were concentrating on, right?
Right.
They were all concentrating on me, and they knew Ed, and they knew Ed was just a good kid, and they knew he was in trouble, so they weren't afraid, they weren't scared. As you see in other cases, anywhere you look, they always right away they come over, they cuff you, they shackle you, they put the waist thing around you, and you're out of there. With Ed, no problem, let's go.
And they took him in that elevator. That's the big thing.
And they took him in the elevator. Yeah, I mean, they weren't afraid. That tells you a lot. You know what I mean? Of his demeanor and the way he is.
Mm-hmm. Right. So, how was your holiday,
Gentle
sir?
giant.
It was just another holiday for us. It's it's the 30th one without Ed. And we have a big, large, extended family, and the daughters get together, and all the grandkids and friends, and so but he calls us, and everybody talks to him, and it's just another holiday without Ed. But we try to make him part of it as much as we can, even if it's through a phone call. But so he gets to talk to all the kids, and the kids love it, and so it's a good thing. That part of it, anyways. We'd rather have a seat at the table for him where he can sit down.
Absolutely, sir. Definitely. If so if you could speak to this, right? When you see all the lies that are coming out, right? About, let me just ask you this, right? Here's a better question. That night, which way was the taxi park? Can you answer that?
From my recollection, I would have to say it was parked facing down. I'm pretty sure, so, but you got to understand, I also was in the house most of the time because the cops kept me in there with the questions and all that stuff. The only time I really left was to go see Ed, and that's when there were hundreds of people out front of the house. I mean, they blocked any view of anything, you know what I mean? So when I first ran over there, all I could concentrate on what was the matter with Janet, and then I was stuck there. And then when I did finally was able to leave for a few, I mean, it was hundreds of people out there. It was crazy.
One of my mods who does a lot of work with me on this, his name is Norman Corey, by the way. Norman got a question. His question is, did you know about the 209A against Carol in 05, the domestic that allegedly that Adi put a knife to his wife? Did you know about that?
We did not. We were shocked.
Wow.
We were shocked. Yeah, no, we had no clue until your show discovered it.
And in 30 years, you never heard nothing about a cat, right? You didn't see no kitty litter box or no cat. There was no cat at your foot that day. Go meow. You picked him up and got him out of there.
No, not at all. It was the dog underneath the table.
The dog was under the table.
Right.
He didn't.
Didn't you want to ask him about the next day?
The dog was scared to death, I would say. He was cowering underneath the table, the dining room table.
Do you remember who took the dog out? Any chance?
No, I don't have a clue. I really don't. You got to understand where, from my perspective, the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, what people forget is Janet was our friend.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was someone we saw every day, and to walk in there and see that, and everything else that it was just it was crazy. It was horrible, and to be honest with you, and I'm not this, but anyways, when you showed that video of us at the courthouse that day and everything, it brought a tear to my eye. You know what I mean? So we haven't seen it for years, and it really it hit me. It was like. I don't know, because we don't try not to live in the past. You know what I mean? So
I'll tell you right now, you weren't fucking around that day, man.
I'll reserve that comment, but
Yeah.
no, I was not.
No, yeah, you weren't fucking around that day, man. You were and that's the thing, like the story never changed, and I know you can't speak to stuff, and I don't want to, a lot of people are asking questions in the chat, as you would probably imagine, but
Yeah.
I know your take on this, and I don't want to catch you up on anything, and I'll put you on any pressure, but when I see that you guys' story never changed, but yet the person, that was being talked about back then, we'll just put it that way, his story is changing, so that's a
Well,
problem. That's a problem.
It's stick your finger in the air and see how the wind's going. I guess I don't know. You have to ask him.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
And we have.
I try not to engage him in any way. I mean, I just don't want nothing to do with him really. So you guys are doing what you got to do, and that's that. And like Trisha just said, we're very appreciative. Like you said, we didn't know about Carol with a knife to her throat. That was insane when we heard that. It was like, you got to be kidding me. You know what I mean?
And he said on the show that he never got in trouble.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's from what we've seen, he's said a lot of things. I mean, we've been saying this stuff for 30 years. So, no one's listened to us until you guys came along and you gave us this platform. So we're very grateful, and, let it go. Hey, you let him keep talking. If he wants to keep talking, go ahead. Like I said, though, I really don't like to engage with him. And I haven't in 30 years, and I let him talk for himself, and that's fine with me.
I just want to say this. You said at the beginning you don't want to come into the chat and try to curate it and sway anybody. You want everybody to have their own mind. I just want you to know that these people that are in the chat, the long gamers, they have their own mind. They're looking at this. They study it. I can't even tell you when I just asked what's the layout of the house, I just got 50 messages. People are sending me pictures of this, pictures, links, this, that. So these people made up their mind. They do their own homework. So my point is, you don't have to feel that way. You could come in the chat. You could say whatever you want because they have their own mind. I just want to let you know. That.
Well, that's fine, but I don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean?
No, I get it. And
you already have one that's taking up a lot of your time in there. You know what I mean? So
yeah, no, absolutely, brother.
I try not to be that guy. I try to stay on the sidelines and let it go and just see what happens.
I'd like to, J.F.K.
We're happy we finally have this platform, and I don't want to do anything. And Trisha, of course, doesn't. We don't want to do anything to just screw it up. You know what I mean? So
no, absolutely. And either are we.
Pretty simple.
Either are we. That's why we're looking at it from all angles. And sometimes things can get dark, and we look at it from every perspective, draw parallels. We're just trying to get down to the bottom of it. Kev, what do you got to say, brother, to him, so I can relay the message?
You just hit the nail on the
Yeah,
head.
no,
I mean,
go ahead.
I don't want to discourage Ed. When we do talk about the different angles and we question Eddie's statements or anything like that. But I mean, that gives us that 360 degrees of looking at this whole situation. You know what I mean? I have to get that across to him as well.
Yeah, he knows that. He said it at the beginning.
Yeah, listen, it's whatever. I mean, we've been taking 30 years of all this stuff, so believe me, we got thick skin and we stand tall, and we're very proud of Edward. So as simple as that.
Yeah. Well,
You want to say anything, James?
Yeah, I just want to say, Big Ed, back to what you said about being in the chat. Now you have a place where you can share your own experiences and your opinions on different situations, you know. So don't feel like that. But I get it. People may paint a bias because you're Eddie's dad. So, but that's good. You just want to stay humble and just listen to what people have to say. I don't know if you could hear me. Could you hear me?
No, he can hear you. Yeah, he's
Oh,
listening in the back. It's a little
Yeah,
delay.
yeah. You tell me when.
Yeah, go ahead. You can talk. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate it, and it is what it is, and I will engage. I'll engage more, and I mean, I like I took, I talk to Jason every day, and he knows me better than everybody else. So it is what it is. So I do my best, and you'll always get the truth from this side, and that's that.
Well, listen, Ed, I appreciate you taking the time, jumping on real quick and clarifying some things, brother. And you can come on anytime.
All right. Thank you very much, J.F.K., and you have a great night, and everybody else. Thank you very much.
Tell Ma Dukes we said
take
peace
care.
and love. Ma Dukes, we love you, girl.
Yeah, Ma Dukes. Yeah, you got to watch out for her. She's my secret weapon.
That little brittle
right.
man, Riley. That little brittle Riley.
That little evil man. That little evil man. Yeah, Ma Dukes. Yeah, big time.
Appreciate you, Ed.
All right, you take care, guys. Thank you very much, all of you. We appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Talk to you later, Ed.
Nice. Beautiful phone call. Beautiful. Once again, man, Pot 25 is shaping up to be one of them shows. Let's go, people. Let's drop it like that. Yes, indeed. We right back at it. The boys are back in town, ladies and gentlemen. Want to see all green in the chat. Remember, we got goals in different area codes. Go ahead and populate them goals. And let's get the conversation moving. And remember, turbulence in the chat keeps the playing rocking. So you wasn't around James Jackson, and before we go there to jump into the next segment, what do you feel about that phone call and feel about what we talked about with the truth serum and things like that after hearing Ed and hearing his thoughts on it? Did that open up your eyes a little bit?
Yeah, it definitely, as his dad, saying that he was one of the ones that suggested it. I mean, at that time, they're trying anything they can to just get Ed to be seen as an innocent young man that he is, instead of what they were painting the picture of him as. So I just still, I mean, I think that if it was like something that worked really well, why'd they stop using it? You think they would still be using it to this day? Maybe they do, but I don't remember
Well, no,
that.
but then because if it comes back truthful, think about how many people are going to be truthful. This, like, if they did it with Karen Reed and it came back truthful, their whole case falls apart.
Right. And
You know
it's
what I
like
mean?
exactly what we said when we were speaking on it before Ed came on, and even he
And then
clarified
what if
what
some people can beat it? What if some people can beat it? Like, you know what I mean? What about that percentage of people who are meant to, I don't know what it takes to beat it. I don't know. People
Right.
are saying it's unbeatable. But what I'm saying is it's like that's the yin and the yang of it. But the point is, at the end of the day, the Commonwealth paid for it. They paid for it, right? We heard tonight Riley paid for it. When it came the other way, he passed the lie detector and passed the truth serum. He turned around and reneged and said, it doesn't mean shit. But if it would have been the other way, since it was on the Commonwealth's dollar, he would have been done. He would have been in the news cycle. He fucking failed the polygraph. He failed the truth serum.
Yeah, that would have been in his closing argument.
Yeah, don't
You know?
believe him. So
Right.
I mean, that's more breaking news, man. With this shit, that's more breaking news. See, I didn't know that. I didn't know that they paid for it. I didn't know that. I didn't know who did what. I'm glad see. God got the will sometimes, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes you just hit the live button. You start speaking. James Jackson. We talked earlier. Me and James been chatting. James, I was like, James, you want to jump on a live? Yeah, 8:30. Boom, we jumped on here early. I'm sure, get more eyeballs on us. Different people, sometimes we go too late. Some people are sleeping. And then here we go. We get Big Ed on the line and we uncover something that means a lot. And we learned something else too. And I'll throw it to my man that all he does is talk about it. Kevy Kev 781. He cares about Janet, of course, first and foremost, but his other main concern was the fucking dog Artie. And we found out the dog was cowering underneath the table.
What type of dog was it? And no, I'm being serious. What type of dog was it?
It was a golden
A
retriever.
lab, right? A golden retriever.
Yeah.
Wow. Those dogs usually would have been like right by her, instead of just being cowered underneath the table.
So we found that out too. We didn't see no cat playing in blood.
Right?
There was no cat jumping over people's fucking boots. And where was the litter box? That's the thing. He said he went in there. He said he went in there and what he seen. So the litter box had to be in the kitchen. Did he say it was in the kitchen? He said the litter box was in the kitchen, didn't he?
Pretty sure he did say that.
Yeah. So he said what he seen. So
he didn't see the he didn't see the dog.
No, because he said the dog. So now we're gonna get to the next segment, and we're gonna put you on to what we know, and we're gonna let you have we're gonna blow your mind. You're probably gonna get mad and upset. But before we do, what do you take on that phone call, Kevy Kev? Kevy Kev, you looking like you're from LA and shit. You ready to throw up some fucking B's and C's and shit.
Oh, damn.
Kevy Kev.
What's going on? What do you feel about that phone call, brother?
No, I mean, I'm glad that Eddie Senior called in, and it gives us, regardless. I mean, the scene that it was when either one of them went in there, it was explainable. I mean, to see the blood on the stairs, and you knew right off the rip something happened. So, I mean, whether we're talking about lefts and rights, which way he turned his head, I mean, he walked into a gruesome scene. And, that's when the shock, that's when the fear, that's when, the reality of what, this juvenile had just walked in on.
Nobody keeps a kitty litter box in the kitchen. Gross. I mean, the point is maybe not the kitchen, but I mean maybe that little doorway that it was in that area. Like like the kitchen was so close. You know what I mean?
Right.
They didn't have a cat.
But they didn't have a cat, so we'll never know.
Kevin Kev said it don't fucking matter. There was no cat.
No, there was no cat.
There was no cat. They didn't have a fucking cat,
shit.
man.
That shit is wild, man. No cat and the fake cry now.
Did little Ed say he's seen a dog? Nah, I don't think little Ed talked about a dog. But that's probably gonna be in the.
Well, I wonder how many questions that interview was when he was under the influence of the Thorazine shuffle or whatever it was. You know, they must have asked him.
It makes sense if there was a cat, but there was
Yeah,
no cat.
there was no
There
cat.
was no cat. You got to understand the testimony in the trial. We heard from Margot Nash, a woman who was there from every transfer hearing all the way until the trial to the very end, to the appeals, that read transcript after transcript. There was a big inquiry, big
I gotta
area
cut
of
you off for a
inquiry.
minute. Hold on.
Go ahead.
I just got a message from Vinnie Politan.
No.
I don't think that case is in our digital archives. If we covered it, and I think we have, it is in storage. It is a process to retrieve and digitize, and they would likely charge a licensing fee and would likely take some time. Let me know.
Nice.
Tell him to come on the
Goddamn,
show. Say
Vinny.
we're covering the case.
Right?
Tell
Yeah,
him that
Uncle Vinny.
James Jackson.
Yeah.
Tell him that James Jackson interviewed you. Tell him James Jackson interviewed you in front of the Karen retrial. He'll remember
During the
James.
verdict. Yeah.
Tell him the
So
dude who was dressed that he was complimenting how James dressed. Tell him to come on the show. Tell him make a list of everybody we talked to. Say we talked to this person, this person. Write it out right. Don't do it right now. We're not trying to put the pressure on you right now, Jay Brilliant. I'm gonna have to take a second to think about it. Explain to him about this Adi character. Explain what we found out, and hit him back. And if we get Vinny on here, bang, bing, ba boom, boom, bang.
Well, I just messaged him if he's willing to come on the show. I'll see what he says, and then I'll go from there.
told you to slow down and take it.
God damn, Jay Brilliant, what are you doing?
It's been a long 30 years for him, bro.
God damn, Brilliant. God damn, bro. Come on, Brilliant. We told you to calm the fuck.
Never said anything about the dog.
JFK, news your email or how to get in touch, please. You want to get in touch? JFKshowoff@gmail.com. Now keep in mind, so let's turn into the next segment. So the inconsistencies of Adi Ortiz. Here we go. Pot 25. If you're just tuning in and you're on the replay crew, guess what? We love you too. And we're gonna do a roll call. I go by the name of JFK.
I go by the name of James Jackson.
I go by Jay Brilliant.
And I go by Kevy Kev.
And we are here for you. And remember, our Cash Apps and our Venmos are open 24 hours a day at JFK Show Off, at Kevy Kev 781, at James Amaral on the Cash App. Make sure y'all go check it out. And if you're in James Amaral's chat right now, make sure you go give some memberships. We want to see all green and that in the chat over there on the James Jackson page.
Static Select.
Go give some memberships over there. We want to see James Jackson memberships appear in the chat, man. Someone go gift about 20 of them, man, for some people over there. We want to see all green and James Jackson. So this woman right here, Chrissy Jooms, this is Adi Ortiz's goddaughter.
Oh, wow.
And she thinks Eddie's not guilty.
What a conversation that must be at the Thanksgiving dinner. God damn. I mean, does she say, like, is there more context behind why she doesn't Why she?
Well, she says she doesn't. She says she doesn't think she doesn't want to say it's Artie. She doesn't say it's her godfather. She just said she doesn't. You know, she's saying she doesn't know who it is, but she just doesn't believe he did it. Eddie.
Did she grow up with Eddie? Or
What the
like,
duck coming through? No, she don't even know Eddie. She gifted 5 James Jackson memberships. What the
thank you
duck,
so much.
right?
Cat's
Cat's
pajamas.
pajamas gifted 5 JFK. I mean, excuse me, James Jackson memberships. We got 10 already, right from the jump, right from the rip, right from the start. Thank you guys. Looking out for my man James Jackson. We want to see all
Choice.
green in the chat.
God damn.
Everybody looks so much better in green.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. I looked down and see 23. I'm like, but I can't get discouraged. We were talking about that earlier. You know.
So, Adi Ortiz comes in. We do an interview with him, right? I asked him this question, James. I said, "Hey, let me ask you this, Adi. Did you go in the house after it was all said and done, and what did it look like?" This is what he says.
I went in about 4 or 5 hours after to get the kitty litter box and the kitten. That was it. And what I seen, to this day, I don't wish anyone to see what I saw.
So he says he went in 4 or 5 hours to get the kitty litter and the kitten, right? 4 or 5 hours, an active murder scene. But we went through it. We talked about it. There was no way he went in there, right, Kevy Kev? Why is that? Once again, Kevy Kev, this is your moment.
Nope. Yep. I mean, you know, we didn't have the state police CPAC team. You know, they arrived around 2:15 or something at night. That following morning. Then you got the CPAC photography, the photos. They weren't taken till 3:30 in the morning.
So there would have been officers out there, you saying? The whole time?
Yeah, the state police took over the investigation. The state police took over the investigation.
As they should.
You know, at about 2:30 in the morning.
No, what time again was it that they found her?
10 o'clock.
So from 10 to it took. I mean, damn.
Well, I think it was 9. I think it was like 9:30 or 9:40 or something. They found. I forget
9:55,
exactly the
the
time.
phone call was
9:55. Yeah, 9:55. So 10 o'clock. But the point is, he said he went in 4 or 5 hours when it was an active murder scene.
Yeah,
and
so
he
5
said
hours later, the CPAC unit showed up.
You know, then he followed up and said that a cop let him in, and
Oh, hold on. Let's slow down. So he said he went in there on our show when he said that. He didn't say nothing about a cop letting him in when he was on the show. But as time went on and we start talking and we start breaking it down and realize, yo, you know what, man, he's bullshit. He never went in there because now we find out that there was no fucking cat. We find out there's cat hair on the body, but then we say, wait a minute. What really got us was, wait a minute. We start reading the reports and your man J.F.K. finds out there's a fucking dog. So I'm like, wait a minute, there's a dog, because in the report it says Officer Blair went in and the dog bit Officer Blair. Now, this is the most craziest story. The dog walked up to the cop, bit his hand, and walked him to the body and showed him where Janet was, like Lassie, like
Wow,
Flipper.
that's what I'm trying to tell you. For him, a dog like that, of that
But what I'm
stature,
saying, if that happened, if you want it to be that way, if you want to be Walt Disney, you want to fucking see
yeah.
you know
The
what I mean?
cop testified to that.
Yeah, this is what he said in the report. So when I read that, I said there's a dog. So this guy never mentions a dog, Adi, but he mentions he went in with the cat. So where's the dog? And how'd the dog get along with the kittens? Because he said he went to get the kitten. So now I'm like, wait a minute. So there's a dog in there, there's a kitten in there, and there's a murder. What the fuck happened? The cats must be hiding. The kittens must be hidden. There's a pool. There's oceans of blood. Are the fucking kittens playing in the blood? And is a dog bloody? Like, you never mentioned that? Like, that would be something to mention, I would assume.
The dog knows
right?
somebody. But the dog knows.
And that too, with the dog knows somebody, of course, that part too. So he never mentions this. So now when we bring that up, and then we line up the fact that the CPAC unit showed up at that time, and the time he said he went in there, we're like, listen, this dude's bullshitting. And then we find out there's a cat hair on Janet on her body. So we're saying, wait a minute, is he trying to get ahead of this? That's the reason why he's talking about a cat. So then we asked Margot Nass, did you hear about a cat? She goes, no, not in 30 years have I ever heard about a cat. In 30 years, it never came out, but it was a big, large inquiry in trial. The medical examiner, when they found the feline hairs on her, it was a big area, they said. So basically, the family testified they didn't have a cat. So like how the cat hair get on her, they don't know. It was an inquiry, like and no one testified they had a cat. So now here comes Artie. Here comes Artie in the chat. And this is what he says. This is what homeboy says. This is what he says, James Jackson. You want to read it, brother? I'll pull it up for you.
I said the cats. I said the cats because I wanted to see how you guys would run with it. And I see how you really are. I went in for the dog food. That's it. Yeah, I know you're going to say I'm lying, but whatever. And then underneath he said something.
Yeah, that was a messed up one. There was two of them. So the
Oh.
first one he said he called us a sucker. The first one he said. Yeah, check this out. The first one's even better. Check this out. So he erased it, but you know, the mods do their job. He says, laugh out loud, never ha cats that got you, sucker, all fucked up in your face. It was dog food.
Wow.
Right? So now he's saying he went in there to get the dog food. There's no cats, there's no kitty litter, there's nothing.
The hell would you go get dog food for? What type? I mean, come on, man. There's a Walgreens 24 hours. Go buy some dog food. Why would you just go in a house where there's a murder scene just to get dog food? It's like saying you need to go borrow some sugar.
Good point, James.
Okay, but we know that didn't happen. So now he's lying, right? 9:15, Eddie found her. Ryan found her at 9:50. 911 call was at 9:55. First responders at 9:56. They took her out the house at 10:22. Mass State Police took over the case at 2:30. Bingo, boom. There you go. What the duck? She's part of the not fucking around crew for sure.
Like,
thank you. What the duck?
and what to add to that is, you know, I don't give a fuck what cops Adi knew on that local police force, but the state police ain't letting nobody in that motherfucking house once they took over that investigation.
So we know he's lying, right? So now he lied, right? Now he lied. He said there was a kitten. He went in 4 or 5 hours. Now he's saying now he's making a joke. Now it's a mockery. Ha ha ha. I threw some shit in the mix to see if you would run with it. Blah blah blah. It was dog food. Ha ha ha. Would you believe? Not last night, the night before, right? He jumps in the chat again. And he says he did go in the house. Now he's back that he went in the house. And he says that he went in the house. He said no. They didn't call. So I asked him, did they call you? He said he went in the house the next day. So I asked him, did they now he says he did go in the house the next day. And I asked him, did they call you to go in the house? Like, why'd you go there? He said, no, they didn't call me up to do that. Right. The next day, I went to see how the investigation was going. At that point, he wasn't even arrested yet. Right. So he said he went there to get the kitty litter box, a kitty litter box.
He's saying that Eddie wasn't arrested yet?
No, yeah. So, but he said he went in there, right, to get the kitty litter box. So he said he went in there the very next day, and he didn't go in there. The cat was already gone. He doesn't know who took the cat. He doesn't know who took the dog. He went in there to retrieve a kitty litter box. Right? So I'll show you what he said right here. Exactly what he said.
And you just brought up another great point.
the voiceover in your videos and convert it into various.
So this is what he says. He says right here, James. You probably can't read it because it's a little too small, but I'll blow it up. He said, to be honest, he said he put it, he said he went in to get the kitty litter box, right? And then I said, well, what you do with it? He said, I put it on the front porch of the sidewalk where the family was gathering. But keep in mind, I said, so you went in the next day to get the kitty litter box for the cat, right? But you just told us there was no cat. You laugh out loud, there was no cat, right? 2 weeks ago, you said there was no cat. You went in to get the dog food. Now you're saying you did go in there to get the kitty litter box, right? And that no one told you to do that. You just went and to do it, and you went to see how the investigation was going, and no one told you to do it. So then I said, well, what you do with the kitty litter box? Where were you bringing the kitty litter box? Like, so someone had to tell you, right? So he gets caught up in a lie. And he says, I put it out front of the sidewalk of the family that was gathering. So he said he showed up to a house where everybody was mourning and dropped the kitty litter box out. I'll be honest with you. I only called was that night. I misspoke again. I put it out on the sidewalk out in front of her house with the other family members were. Right?
It's wild. That seems like he was trying to get ahead of something back. If that was true, why would you do that? Just because he knew that there was feline hairs on her, that they might find them, you know? That's crazy.
What are you saying? What you say?
I'm saying, like, if he's saying, if that was true that he put the kitty litter box outside back then when the family members were all outside, and here comes Adi just creeping up with a kitty litter box and puts it down out front. Hey, how's everybody doing? All right, I'll see you later. Why would he do something like that? Like, just to show, like, yes, you know, they might have had a cat. Here's the kitty litter box. And nobody saw a cat. It's just weird. The whole cat story is weird to me. Why he keeps running with this cat story? Sounds like he's trying to protect himself or somebody else.
Bingo.
Hey, J.F.K.
What?
Chrissy says she has info to relay from Artie to you. I don't know if she's trying to message you or not. Chrissy Jooms.
All right, I'll check it out. Where did he say he went in there to get the kitty litter box? Oh, the kitty litter box was in the kitchen. He did say that. So this is what he says right here. He says he said he went in to get the kitty litter box. He said because they wanted it for the cat, where the cat was going, to my understanding, right? And then he goes, the litter box was in the kitchen. So the kitty litter box was in the kitchen. And then he said, I'm defending my name. I didn't do it. So then I asked him, right? Then I asked him, did you tell Riley that you went in the house? Right? And he said, no, I never told nobody. Blair let me in.
Now Blair was the officer that responded to this 911 call.
And he's no longer here to confirm or deny.
Where did he say that I took get the kitty litter box? Where did he say it? Am I missing it?
He said cops took me in.
Yeah, he said, I'm stop repeating myself. He said, I don't know who it was. Why can't I fast forward it when I blow it up? What the hell is the problem? I got to keep not blowing it up. How can I get
So
this
what
shit?
are these? All the comments that he left in the live chat?
Yeah, this is the live chat.
Damn,
if you keep going all the way, what's the very last one? It says, no, they didn't call me up to do that. It was the next day. Oh, I went there the next day to see how the investigation was going. At that point, he wasn't even arrested yet. So he's going into a crime scene where they don't even have a suspect arrested yet.
Yeah, so he's saying that he went in to get the kitty litter box. I'm not gonna say it again. I lost a single key. I never found it. It was never given back. He goes, that's exactly what I'm saying. The next day they took me in to get the stuff. I'm tired of repeating myself. The cop took me in. I choose not to talk about what I saw heartbreaking, whether people believe me or not. Because what I said to him was, I said, so this is how he got caught up. I said, well, then you're lying about what you've seen. Because if you're saying that there's no kitty litter box and there's no cat, that means you never went in, and then you're lying about what you've seen about Janet when he was like, I don't want to say what I saw unless you really seen what she saw because you're in on it. And then he said, I choose not to talk about what I saw. It's heartbreaking whether people believe me or not. That's exactly what I seen. It's not something I want to talk about. And then he's answering me, yes, whatever that was. I seen a pool of blood. An officer took me in. Yes, the dining room floor. Right? No, they didn't call me up to do that. I went the next day to see how the investigation was going. At that point, he wasn't even arrested yet. So I asked him, did someone tell you to go get the kitty litter box? And he said, no. No one told me to go get the kitty litter box. I just showed up to do it. But yet, he said that he took it to where the family was gathering. So that doesn't make no sense. So he came in and this is what he's saying now. Now he's saying he went in there the next day. The question is, what was he doing there the next day? And then what time the next day? It was still an active murder scene. What time the next day? No one was arrested yet. And why wasn't he with his wife? His wife just lost her sister. Why wasn't he with the family?
Well, he wasn't living there no more, was he?
No.
Was he? So why
No.
does he keep showing up at the house if his
Well,
wife
this is
not?
what, but I want you to listen. I don't want this to go over your head, bro, because you wasn't in it for real time. I want you to really think about this, bro. This is not fucking. This is some real shit going on right now. This dude said he went in the house 4 or 5 hours later, and what he seen, he wouldn't want to tell anybody. He went in to get the kitty litter box and the kittens. Then we pulled his card. Now keep in mind the reason why we pulled this card, and this is how crazy he is. We asked him, there was kitty litter, so she was getting harassed, right? Gina said the day of her murder, Janet, she was on the porch with Gina, and Gina said Janet told her that weird things were happening around her house, and someone tied kitty litter poop in the bottom of the basement, right?
Oh,
And
man.
right, and all these weird things were happening. And she said, I think it's Artie. He's the one that got the keys to my house, and I'm scared. If anything happens to me, investigate, investigate, investigate. She told her the day of this shit, right? If anything happens to me, investigate, just like that. She pounded her hand. Investigate, 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 Gina. So now, I don't know why I keep echoing like that. Right? So now we talk to Artie, and Artie corroborates the story that the weird stuff that was happening with the kitty litter shit in the house. He was living there when that happened. He said, yeah, that really happened. That happened. And then he went on to say what, Kevy Kev? He described it, right?
Yeah, he went on to say that the cat the cat shit that was hanging in the basement wasn't in a bag, it was in cheesecloth.
So he says everything that Janet was saying about being afraid of him is wrong. But the part about the weird stuff happening,
Weird shit happening.
that particular situation with the cat litter, that happened.
Man.
So it corroborates the story that, you know what I mean, that because that corroborates that she was really afraid of him because he said that really happened. And then he goes on to say he went in the house to get the kittens. Keep in mind, if you did a crime like this and there's a loose end somewhere where you could get caught up with a cat hair or something like that, and there's something that we don't know, there's a layer to this that he knows that we don't know, and that was an inquiry. She said, Margot Nash said that was a big area of inquiry. Right? So here he is. He talks about a cat. He's trying to get ahead of it. Then he reneges. There's no cat. There's no kitty litter box. Nothing. I went in to get the dog food. Then he reneges again 2 weeks later and says, "Ha ha. No, I went in the next day. I showed up the next day,
Thinking that was gonna make a difference, man. It's still gonna not let you.
and I went in inside a murder scene to get the kitty litter box, even though nobody in the family told me to go get the kitty litter box. I don't know who took the cat." And I don't know who took the dog, but I'm just going to get the kitty litter box. But no one told me to do it, but they want me to grab it to bring it to where they're at. What do you mean? If they want you to grab it to bring you where you're at, then they told you to go there. And then you never told Riley. Then you never told Riley you did that. So if your name's getting popped out there, right? Because Riley on the stairs, on the courthouse stairs, well, in the news press, after he was found guilty, stood up for Adi and said, anybody saying that Adi did this crime, kind of like with Cameron Reed, this is crazy. It's wrong. There's no evidence that points to him. This is bullshit. Because keep in mind, the family on the stairs, Trisha and Big Ed said Adi Ortiz. Did you see that? You seen that video, right? What Trisha said?
Yeah, when they were coming out, it was very vague. I remember. You got it on cue? Or you got it on deck?
Yeah, I can get it.
I have a message from Artie.
You got to remind James about.
You have a message from Adi? Hold on
Eddie
1 second
O'Brien's
before you
alleged
talk.
crime was so brutal that it prompted.
Redress to cut her throat. Give me a break. This is a joke. Mr. Riley should be ashamed of himself.
9 hours telling me.
These cops lied on the stand, and it was proven they lied on the stand. Okay, you had Stanford, you had Stanford, and you had that Firmino in there lying to death. But Mr. Pino gets on the stand and says they were lying. I'm telling you right now, I will die before my son spends any more time in jail than he has to after this.
Listen to this.
The evil little man of Mr. Riley get on that stand and rip my son apart?
Patricia,
no.
Beyond the question of whether Eddie should testify, I just want, it's been more than 2 years, your reaction.
Adi Ortiz murdered Janet Downing.
Now keep in mind that when they do the press conference, that's October 3rd of 97 on 3rd Street, right in front of Cambridge Jail. So some people it's called Cambridge Court. For us, it's called Cambridge Jail. But anyway, right on 3rd Street. They're saying that in 97 in real time, bro. That shit's everywhere. His name gets dropped. You think, and his name's been in the mix the whole time. You think he would have relayed that to Riley? Like, listen, man, I'm just going to let you know. I went in the house to get the kitty litter box. I don't know what that might have did. My footprint, this, that. They told me to go in there. He never said anything to anybody. And no fucking detective and nobody ever wrote that up. Yeah, the brother-in-law came by to get the kitty litter for the cat that got taken out by the animal service. What is it called? The fucking animal control. Yeah, right? He doesn't even know who took the cat. And like I said, they testified, the family testified that there's no cat.
Yeah, and at that point, the state police were in charge of the investigation. I mean, once again, no local police department's going to override the state police and say, oh, yeah, real quick, go inside there and get your fucking cat box.
In the kitchen.
No one.
Walk
in the fucking kitchen.
The crime scene to get the cat box.
So wait a minute, he would have to go through the crime.
Get me all.
So wait a minute, he would have to go through the crime scene to get to. So if it was in the kitchen,
you would have to put those slippers on that the state police wear. You know that Marky wore at the end of the
so wait a minute, he would have to walk through. He would have to walk through the kitchen to get through the dining room.
The dining room to get to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Oh God damn, he would.
Let me step
God
over.
damn, Marty, you would have to walk through the you would have to walk through the dining room to get to the kitchen. God damn,
Artie,
you wrong. You wrong.
God damn, man! If you didn't know, now you know. The boys are back. Holy shit, James Jackson, call me a cab.
What about the fucking dog, Adi? You never mentioned the fucking dog.
That looks like a key to like a cab, man. That one key.
I got another message from Vinny.
You got another message from Vinny or Adi?
Both.
Vinny.
Well, one was relayed from Chrissy to me from Artie, and now I just got a message from Vinny.
What do you say?
Let's go.
He's gonna look into the amount of how much it costs for the licensing fees, and he's down to come on the show. I'm working that out with him right now.
There we go. We got Vinny coming on the show. Hold on a minute. We taking it up to 39,000 feet. The six-string show is moving up. Holy shit. God damn. Let's go.
Goddamn, Adi.
You wrong.
Man. Yeah, that's good news, man. Jay Brill's working too. Jay, like, that's what it is, man. People put people in each other's lives for a reason, man. And my man Jay Brill, we met at the show. We talked behind the scenes about the Francis Gigalotti situation, and we've been cool ever since. And he wanted to do that behind the scene work, and that's what we do. We needed that. We needed someone who's bold, that knows how to talk, that knows how to reach out to people. They ain't afraid to hear the answer no. The worst they could say is no. And as long as we keep our integrity intact and get down to the bottom of things, we could shine. And that's what it's all about, integrity. And that's what this show's about, whether you like it or not. So what did Adi say? Let me see. Is there something I need to look in my email about, Jay Brill? I know you're working over there. Let me check my email.
I don't know if she sent it to you or not, but she said that this is his message. He didn't have a night. Hold on.
It's gonna be about that charge he had probably with that knife.
That he doesn't want to. He doesn't like that. We'll see what Carol says about that, my dude.
Yeah, we don't like that either. Let's get it 100. We don't like that shit either.
Hell no. Character builder said James Jackson has paid off.
And that when we discovered this 209A James Jackson, we sit there and we say Eddie's been behind bars, for
Keep in mind, Norman Corey came through with that information.
That's right.
Norman Corey, Mr. Key Cycles.
So
Norman's working too. Go ahead, Kevin.
To say that Eddie's been behind bars for 30 years and he's never crashed out, he's never had a violent incident in there. I mean, he's never, smashed somebody's face in for moving his fucking coffee cup. All right. But we got Adi 10 years later, pulling a fucking knife on Janet's sister, who was brutally murdered with a fucking knife.
Norman Corey again with $10 says, funny how Big Ed is not trying to convince everyone, but Adi has spent his days in the chat lying. God bless Mr. O'Brien. Exactly. He was trying to curate the chat. That's what he's trying to do. I don't think he understands how this works. I always said, you know, I try to put it into the right context, but there's a difference between live streaming and a podcast. Did you see what just happened live? We talked to Eddie O'Brien. We found out about a cowering dog. We found out that Riley's the one that paid for the fucking truth serum. And on top of that, we find out Vinnie Politan is coming on the fucking show. Like, you ain't going to find that in a podcast that's edited and chopped up. You're going to find it's not the same feeling. When it's live and everybody experiences the moment together, it's different. And that's what Adi got to understand. These moments of you lying, Adi, people felt it. You know what I mean? Like, they felt it, and they're not going to just turn away from it. And that's where you fucked up, my friend.
God damn, we're gonna have to wear Christmas sweaters.
Hey.
Yeah, but can I wear what? I don't know. I have a Christmas. I have a candy cane one.
I actually have a nice sweater, but I got a nice hat with a pom-pom that matches.
I cut the pom-poms off. Did you ever cut the pom-pom off? Does it hurt the hat?
Yeah, it fucks the hat up, JFK.
It does. The pom-pom. If you cut it off, the hat gets damaged.
But you, it happened to me once. I lost the pom pom, but my cats loved it. The kitties love it. The kitties love the pom pom.
Who was the kid across in the movie next Friday when he goes to stay with Tay? That's Kevy Kev. Reminds me of the neighbor across the street.
Where was Adi getting the cat shit? Norman Corey coming through again. Where was Adi getting the cat shit from the leave in the basement? Maybe he drove around in the fucking cab with his cat. Who knows?
He's trying to get over the fact that he had cats and he was fucking on top of Janet that night in that house.
Yeah, but
trying to get over that shit.
But why is he hanging shit before he did? You know, before she was murdered. Why is he?
We got what the Duck 5.
Remind
she
him
had
about
cats.
The book. Remind James about the book. You know, at this time,
Yeah,
James,
so-
she was going through a divorce.
Yeah, and he showed up to her work. She worked at Harvard Health, and he showed up with a book that was a book that she kept on her dresser. And the book disappeared, and he showed up one day with the book and said, I found this in the parking lot. And she's like, what do you mean you found it in the parking lot? How'd you know it was mine? He goes, I just assumed it was yours. And like she told Janet that morning. And like I said, that's why it's very imperative that he corroborated the story that weird things was happening to Janet. So the question is this. Now we talk to Danny, and we talked to Danny, we talked to Gina, right? And we found out by them that he was the weed man. He sold weed 1,000%. He was the weed guy, right? So
I saw
if
one of the comments. He said, "I didn't sell it. I just smoked it with them."
No, he sold it. He sold it. He was selling it.
Danny
And the thing
confirmed he sold it.
Danny confirmed that he sold it. And he knew Deanna Kremen, and he was all over the city slanging that shit. What better way to sell weed is in the cab? No one's gonna fuck with you.
Yeah.
Right? So at the end of the day, right? If someone was doing weird shit in the house and like moving things around and going through stuff, the first person who's going to react and be upset is him, because they might find his stash. They might find his re-up money. He's going to be the first one to get down to the bottom of it, unless he's the one that's doing it. See? So he corroborated all these stories, and it just evolves, and you just got to ask yourself these questions. Like, it's just serious questions. And James, I understand. Like, we've been going through a lot, man. There's so much going on, and the last couple of months, 3 months, there's all this shit. But the fact is this, and I said it last night, and I'll say it again. The fact is this: we might, in real time, might be uncovering a murderer, a sneak that got away. Right? And that's and test the DNA. If that DNA comes back to Adi, ladies and gentlemen, me, Kevy Kev, Brilliant, James Jackson, Fuckery Donut Shop, JFK Channel, and of course, all my long gamers that held it down. Of course, the O'Brien family, Margot Nash, all the people. like that shit is gonna be crazy. Like if that is the situation, and these lies, you just heard Eddie. Eddie said, "I never heard about a 2098." Margot Nash said, "In 30 years, I never heard about a cat." It took this long to get to here. That's the crazy part. And that's the part that the casual fan, the person who just logs in, like a Vinny, who knows this story, and we're going to have to put him back to what happened. And we're going to have to like make a good show for Vinny because Vinny is a different type of cat, right? So, no pun intended, right? So, yeah, you know, and he's a different type of dude, and he's a very intelligent dude. So to have to bring up situation to him, the third party culprit, and explain his movements and say, well, why would someone be lying all these years later? You know, or his reaction to it when he was covering it back then, or when he was in that court TV space. What was his mindset when he first seen it? And since then, what did he hear from it? You know, I'm pretty sure he heard some things. Hey, remember that murder case back in the day, that 15-year-old? We heard he didn't do it, or we heard he did do it. And another thing we keep talking about over and over again as we go through the parole hearings and things is that we didn't even need to watch the parole hearing to come up with this. We talked to Jimmy T, and Jimmy T, we asked Jimmy, if he was in Walpole State Prison at a young age, and all these years he did all this time in them prisons, especially the older ones, and a lot of them are closed down now.
Yeah.
Would that rage that he had on Janet come out on somebody? He said, without a shadow of a doubt, he would have fucking bugged out on somebody, right?
100%.
And that was one of the main, and back to that, using Margot Nash's terminology, a big area of inquiry on his parole hearing. One of the doctors on the transfer hearing said that, like, based on a social path, it would have already showed its ugly head in the 30-year career prison sentence.
That's a
You
great
feel me?
point.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
it never
goes a
showed
lot
its
of
head.
weight. That's
So you
just
got to
that.
ask yourself this question: is he that smart? Is he that fucking smart? When someone is he that smart? Is this
To
all
beat a
calculated?
Corazine test and to not react on some crazy situation in a prison back in the day. Walpole, Concord, those prisons weren't easy to just walk around in, especially being a young kid.
No, mind you, he went to Walpole at 17.
With that paperwork. Huh.
And with that, and especially the case was fucking sexual obsession.
Right.
That's what they mocked it as, sexual obsession case. It was right there, gavel to gavel on court TV. And that was all brand new back then. Mitchie Beats gifted 5 James Jackson memberships. Thanks so much. Law NH became a YouTube member. Erin Murphy gifted 1 JFK membership. Chrissy, Jooms, I grew up in Somerville. My brother and Eddie were friends. Okay, I knew Eddie way back. Okay. I was 10, but okay, I've been to Janet's and I emailed you. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. Sorry about that. I didn't know that. 9:15, Eddie found Ryan. We went through that. NH dudes, $10. Been working, man. But only to get ready to go on vacation with Nan. You guys are doing the work. Keep the course for sure. Thank you. Bada bing, bada boom. Meatball Morrissey. I think this is on the James Jackson page, right? Let me see.
Meatball Morrissey, what's up? Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's on the James Jackson page. Adi and the Mystery of the Phantom Puss. Thank you, courtesy James Jackson. Get it, boys. Gifted 5 JFK memberships, Cats Pajamas. Avril Marie, $9.99. Vinnie Paulton, JFK, Kevy Kev, Jay Brilliant, James Jackson, the men, the myth, the legends. Goddamn. NH Dude again with $5. Can we all give Jay Brill a thumbs up for his efforts? Oh yeah, Jay Brill, he's working too.
God damn.
Here's a few dollars to add to the VIP section for the plane for Vinny. Thank you so much, Shock Drama. You guys are so awesome. Appreciate all you guys. Just want to make sure I got that out the way. There's a lot. Appreciate it, people.
What I was gonna just mention to James too, because I like when he starts catching up with this shit. But so Adi corroborates that there was cat shit hanging in the basement. Janet's book that was on her nightstand was missing. He finds it. He acknowledges that, there was she went out and bought windshield washer fluid. Somebody dumped it all over her fucking driver's seat and then recapped it and put it on her passenger seat. There was clothes found in the house that weren't hers. I mean, there was just numerous things. Her coffees were getting fucked with.
I mean, it had to have been somebody that had, like she said, had a key.
And she could. Well, that was a big thing that she told the neighbor Gina that he never gave her the key back. She wanted.
And keep in mind, here's another thing too. Keep in mind, the police officer wrote a standard police report that he gave the cab key back to Adi that night too. The key that he said he never found, the cop Blair, the same cop who allegedly let him in. Because guess why he's saying Blair? Because guess where Blair's at?
Was she gone now? She passed away.
Yeah.
He passed away. So he's saying that Blair found the key. So we can't get a hold of Blair and say you get. And he said Blair let him. You see what I'm saying?
And Blair's the one that got the dog pulled over to.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Dude, this shit's crazy, man. Like I said, it's just inconsistency after inconsistencies. And at the end of the day, right, there's fucking DNA on both fingers on the fingernail clippers that is not 1000% not Eddie O'Brien's. And when they ran that fucking DNA under her fingernails and it didn't come back to Eddie, Riley said, told Selmark to stop running it. Told him straight up, stop. Don't go any further.
Oh my God.
And that's in his handwritten notes.
That's in his handwritten notes.
Because
That's insane.
especially back then in that area with those people around, it seems like there was a lot of fuckery going on around that area. I'm sure there was a lot of people that had jail records and shit like that, and their DNA was in the system. So to run that would have been definitely a.
What did Adi say, bro?
Hold on, let me look. That there was cats. Erin confirmed that there was cats there.
Erin confirmed it?
Yeah, but we can't confirm that. That's what Adi's saying.
So now he's back to the saying there's cats there.
I never seen anything about Erin confirming or denying cats, so
Now she's the one that doesn't believe Artie, allegedly.
Erin is the daughter.
She's the daughter, so she's saying there was cats. But still, we're gonna believe that they let him in on a murder scene to get the kitty litter box.
Yeah, I can't.
And there's nothing in the reports, man. They're saying they took a cat out. She's confirming there was cats.
That's what I already told Chrissy, and Chrissy sent it to me. Check your email. I think she sent it to you too.
Yeah, I checked it. She didn't. She said Adi had some words for me, but she didn't send the message. Let me see if she sent it now.
Well, Artie won't come back in the chat. That's why it's good too, like when Big Eddie comes in and talks, because it seems like Adi comes out more and wants to defend his bullshit stories. And
Let's call Adi, man. Let's call him. Adi, pick up the fucking phone, will you? We're calling you up again. Adi, are you there, buddy? It's gonna go right to the first ring anyway.
I just sent you a screenshots.
Okay.
Hello.
Adi.
Hold on. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Adi? This is J.F.K. You're live with J.F.K.
Sorry, J.F.K. I can't do this right now.
Can't do it? You're live, though. I'm just letting you know, all right?
That's good. Have a good night.
All right, brother. Bye. That doesn't sound like an innocent man. I mean, you can't do this right now.
who the hell answered the phone the first time? Who's that?
I don't know.
You wrong.
Sounded like the feds fucking had him hemmed up.
Right?
Appreciate the things that you two do. You.
Yeah, you Higgins? God damn, Higgins, was the ATF at your door, Adi?
Shit, matching.
God, that was bugged out.
Right? Who went down? Like, who answers his phone? That was that his cell phone?
He
You can't
sounded
do
like he
it.
was about to try.
I can't do this right now. God damn, man. What can't you do?
You just called while they're in the middle of copping. His boy's using his phone.
I don't know. It sounds like he's in the middle of fucking writing a confession. What did it sound like to you? God, what did it sound? God damn, man.
God damn, Artie.
Sound like pause if necessary. Shit.
What did it sound like to me? Hey, what did it sound like to me?
Oh man,
that was bizarre. But you know what, man? He picked up the phone, man.
Yeah, he.
I don't know.
answered.
I don't know who picked it up, but it was
Technically, he didn't pick it up. Someone
No,
picked
that's
it
what
up
I'm
and
saying.
passed it to him.
Yeah,
picked it up
so
and
they're
like this.
it sounds like they're watching, bro.
Oh yeah, they watch.
Because he's like, yo, pick it up. I'm picking it up. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit's ringing. Usually he just did this. You know what I mean? He would just say, nope, refuse, refuse. It seems like whoever he was with, if you're watching, he's like, nah, let me get it. Hello? Here, talk to these fools.
Either that or he did one of these. Hold on, answered it, passed it up. Man, pause if necessary. Weird. That was weird.
Yeah, it sounded a little weird.
He answered that shit and was like, "Oh fuck,
I can't do this tonight, J.F.K." Man.
Carol did have a restraining order on me.
Oh, he's texting you?
No, I can relay this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she said that she was passing on the info from him to you, but you wasn't responding, so she sent it to me.
So, Adi, I'm about to read a screenshot. I don't like doing this shit. I don't read people's business. So, my thing is, Adi, if you're watching, your goddaughter said it was okay that you passed the message to her to pass to me. So, I'm going to read it. So, if it comes back that you didn't want it like that, keep in mind that's how I received it. Because I'm not trying to do people dirty. That's not what I'm trying to do.
No.
So, I'm going to read it. It's okay. You sure, Jay?
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the screenshot right now if I confirm it. It's okay.
All right. So Carol did have a restraining order on me when she left me for the other guy. But anyways, it was never no knife. The first night I left later on set on the second hearing for the restraining order. Continue that I had a knife, never that I put a knife in her throat. He said he never did that. All right. I mean, people lie, Adi, man. I'm not.
Yeah,
you know what? People lie. It's just that when you find that out, that considering what they're you're in the mix with, and that's her sister, that's just a pop, man. And when I say pop, I mean it's like, whoa.
Well, also I could see what he's saying.
But also in there, they said the cops found a pocket knife on him.
Yeah.
But I could see her, and just so we don't sound like we're shitting on Adi too. I could see her saying that if she went to get a restraining order,
To get
with
it.
them, to get it with them knowing her sister.
I mean, girls will say. I mean, let's face it, man. Women lie, right? So he might not be lying, but he's been lying. So that's the fucking thing you get, right? You said there was no kitty litter box. Then you said there was kitty litter. There was a cat. There's not a cat. Now Aaron said there was a cat. Then why'd you jump in and say, "Ha ha, I fooled you. There was no cat. I went to get the dog food." Like, why would you say that? Why would you say that?
this ain't a
If
joke."
there was 100%, it's
Right.
not a joke. It's not a fucking joke.
It's
I
not
don't
a
even get.
comedian. It's not a comedy show. We're
Like
not
at
talking
all.
about comedy.
You got Eddie O'Brien. You got Eddie O'Brien in jail for 30 years, and you got fucking Janet that got stabbed 98 times in the ground. And here you are, being a spokesperson for their family, so to speak. You haven't even been married. She left you for another dude. You ain't even married to the family. Like, you shouldn't even be involved in this. Technically, you got no stake in it no more. It's not your family like that. I understand your kids are related to her kids and this and that, and you spent the space and time, but it's been 30 years, my dude. Like, you know what I mean? I'm sure you got another life right now. I don't know why you're crossing these, the past to the future. I don't know. And that's what we're talking about. We're trying to understand that part. And then you start lying and you're making a mockery of what's going on here. I mean, listen, I'm not the judge, man. I can't judge you. If you did something to her and you're part of this for some reason, yo, man, only God can judge you, my dude. You know what I mean?
I mean, not for nothing, but after all this, he'll probably be, I mean, he'd be going on fucking wife number 5. I mean, what do you think his wife right now is thinking of him fucking up here running his mouth?
Well, it doesn't sound like he has a wife. It sounds like he has a dude, because whoever picked up that phone, man, what the fuck is going on
Oh, God damn.
God damn,
there? I'm just
JFK.
saying, man, who the fuck was the dude, man? It wasn't a wife.
There, that's why I said, wasn't there rumors before with some wild shit going on?
Well, you don't think
you're rocking with the best.
You don't think we interrupted them and they were doing the old God,
I don't know, man.
Clown.
God damn.
You are a clown.
I went in about 4 or 5 hours after to get the kitty litter box and the kitten.
Hey, Barrows, you out there? Yo, is Adi telling the truth?
Absolutely not.
Oh, there you have it.
I always count on you, Barrows. For real, to tell us.
I can't do this right now. That shit is wild, man. I mean,
maybe. Oh man.
Like, yo, but if he had something to do with this and this type of pressure that's happening, I mean, like, would this drive him crazy? Because listen, I know what it's like to be attacked on the internet, and he's getting it a little bit. I mean, he's lucky that there's not 8,000 people in this chat. You know what I'm saying? This is, and you know, he's getting it, but it sucks when you see people saying stuff about you. And we're not trying to curate that chat. Even Big Ed said it. We're not trying to say it's you. We're just trying to understand what you were doing there that day. And you still, okay, you explained it. And then 30 years later, the shit still sounds totally suspect. You said you were parked up the hill this way, the way you're supposed to park. So keep in mind, Hamlet Street is a two-way street, right, James? It goes up and down like this, right? The way you're supposed to park is your headlights face Boston Street. So the house is on the top of the hill like this, right? So he's on Hamlet. The house is up here. He's supposed to be parked like this. Everybody testified that his car was parked like this, pointing down the hill.
Down the hill?
Yeah. So then he said to us in our live, he said, yeah, man, it wasn't blocked off. I could have easily just backed down Hamlet Street and turned around.
Did a 3-point turn.
3-point turn. Well, if he was parked the right way, like he says, he could have backed down Hamlet this way and turned around and went down Hamlet. But everybody testified he was this way. So if he backed up, he would have been on Boston Street, hit a fire truck, ran over Gina, probably hit the fucking dog. The cat probably would have ran out of the ambulance's driver's hands. It would have been a shit show.
Yeah.
And he said he was parked right at the stop sign, which makes no sense. So if he was parked right at the stop sign, why would you come up Hamlet Street and go all the way to the top when it's all blocked off? You mean to tell me that they blocked off the main drag? Like, that's the main drag. Boston Street's the main drag. So you know there was responders parked on the street. People testified his cab was blocked in. That's the reason why he stood around and smoked weed with Janet's daughter Danny, because he couldn't fucking leave because it was all blocked in. But he claims he could have just left. And then he claims he didn't have the key. That's why he didn't leave. And then it come to find out that he did have the key. So he did have the key, probably couldn't leave because he was blocked in.
Damn,
and then he had to stay with the right, and then he had to move the vehicle because if there is shit in the back of the trunk, and keep in mind too, he said when he said on another podcast, True Crime Garage, that when he walked outside, he said the next day he noticed there was blood on the ground. The next day, well, if the next day he noticed there was blood on the ground, what was he doing on Hamlet Street the next day? Because his car got towed that night.
And he told us that night he seen the blood.
And he told us that night he seen the blood, but he couldn't see it like that because it was dark. But the cops were there investigating it. So, like, all these lies, bro.
Then we asked him about his key. We asked him, why'd you get the car? We asked him about the key. And we said, you know, wouldn't the taxi cab stand have a spare key? Wouldn't you just call another cabbie and say, hey, I lost the key to car 42. I need it, man. So I'm in the middle of a fucking scene over here. I got to get it out of here.
Or call another cabbie to pick him up. You know,
so then we
not
ask him, and he's like, oh, they do have spare keys, but they're locked up in the garage. So now He tells us, oh, the cab company had a spare key and they had a key maker. They made their own keys.
Oh, he told True Crime Garage that. We come to find
Crime
out, we
Garage.
go back and we listen to True Crime Garage where we originally listened to Adi testimony and we compared our interview with theirs. And we're like, damn, so now he said they had a key maker. And we didn't catch that before. So like they have a key maker, right, that they spent mad bread on, but they locked the keys up in the garage after 10 o'clock, knowing they got a fleet of cabs out there that anybody could lose their keys at any given minute. And if they do, right, they would call their own tow truck. But if they closed the garage, how would the tow truck get out the garage? Because guess what he said? He said the tow truck from the garage came to get him. So which means is the garage would have been open.
Right.
And Brilliant found out who towed the car.
Who told him?
Pats.
Was it the
Phil Stone?
Some of them.
It wasn't
It wasn't the garage.
It wasn't the garage.
Was it Pat's
And I talked to the owner of Phil's Towing.
Oh, Phil. Yeah, Phil. He's still there, Phil Stone?
Nah, he retired, but I found his number and I talked to him. He said that he don't remember.
Well,
Let me tell you something. Jay Brilliant been talking to fucking everybody.
God damn, huh?
Jay Brilliant's like he should be working on movie sets, bro. Like he'll get down to the bottom of everything. He's hitting everybody a page. Jay Brilliant.
He talked to the cabs.
Yeah,
Same people that own it.
Yeah.
The owners are the same people.
Same people.
Jay,
And I
but
heard
did
they're
you
all
hear-
mob related too.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Did you hear it was mob related?
Yeah, and that's why I didn't pressure that Phil dude because I don't want a bullet in me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that already happened. We don't need that to happen again. Goddamn, Jay, bro.
Yeah.
We don't need that to happen again, man. Goddamn, bro.
Next time I might not be so lucky.
For real. But yeah, man. Did Vinny get back to you, or you just playing a waiting game?
Yeah, once he said that to set up the times or let him know the times, I said whenever he's available, let me know, and I'm still waiting.
Word up. That's good. He'll get back to you. That's awesome, though. We'll wait.
That's
no
good
rush
work.
for him. That's you know what I mean. That's gonna be worth it. I'm curious to see what he's gonna say about this case, and when he finds out there's fucking DNA. You know, we need all hands on deck. We need Margot Nash on deck for that show. Margot and Vinny chopping it up.
Imagine.
You know what I mean? When shit gets a little, I'm just saying, when shit gets a little hairy, DA versus, you know what I mean? Like that. Or shit, bring Keith back. We need someone to speak on it from the perspective of some law shit. Where he's like, what do you mean his DNA? I don't think, because it never came out. In 30 years, did you ever hear there was fucking DNA underneath her fingernails that wasn't his? Like, that shit's breaking news, man. That shit is crazy.
It's just unbelievable that they would hold him, accountable for that without testing the DNA under. That's the number one thing they usually test is the DNA under the
Yeah, but that's the thing. Riley stopped it as soon as they found out it wasn't Eddie's. He stopped all testing for everything.
Well, that just goes to show you he really didn't care about solving this murder. Because Jay, this goes back to when they wanted to change that law over to juveniles getting charged as adults.
That's what it was for, bro. 1,000%.
Well, these are some good points that I'd like to get Vinny's perspective on politics back then. I mean, he might have been young in his career, but what was as we're seeing what's gone on now. I mean, he was throughout the Karen Reed trial. He was seeing the fuckery going on.
He was a prosecutor in his early career.
He was always a prosecutor.
Yeah.
He that's what he was. That's who he is.
He retired as a,
so he can explain. He could break it down. Here's the link. Unforgettable. I just put it in the chat. Unforgettable. There's a link. Jump on. Make your announcement. She got an announcement. The Super Predator was a national thing. Vinny won't remember. Oh yeah, he'll remember. The fact that he's gonna remember Riley. He's gonna know who Riley is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's to explain the Rule 30 and to break it all down to him, like, man. So, and then maybe there's a twist to it. Maybe he comes in and he says, listen, just because there's DNA underneath their fingernails, it could be from this, it could be from that. I don't know. As far as I know, when there's DNA underneath someone's fingernails that got brutally murdered, they were fighting back, and that would point to the killer, right? If he can explain another swerve to it, then that's good. But I don't think there's no swerve. You know what I mean? I
Usually
think
that's
it
a
just
kind of
is.
defense wounds.
Yeah, those are exactly.
What's up, Unforgettable?
What up, guys? How are you?
We're
Good. How are
chilling
you?
out. What's good?
Nothing much. Listen, I just got off the phone. Remember the guy that I had announced before, the Merrimack Valley paper?
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to him for about an hour. He wants you guys to. He's inviting you guys onto his podcast.
Okay.
He said it's looking forward to because he wants to get the story out. And I said
Okay.
because he said that he wanted somebody on the podcast to talk about the case. And I said your best people are J.F.K, Kevin, the guys. I know about the case, but they're your best bet to kind of break it down to you and kind of get you savvy with the story. He wants to invite you guys on in mid-January. That's where he has opening. I just want to make sure that you guys are on game with that. I'm going on the podcast. It's a live podcast. He has a big following as well. To talk about the case. And also we spoke about how he would take the turn to write a story on it, which he is going to write a story on it. So I just want to make that announcement out there. He's going to write a story on it. I can't announce it yet, like what it's going to be about specifically, but he definitely wants you guys to come on the podcast. He just wants to make sure you guys are on board with it, and then he'll give me a date and time. JFK, I don't know if you're in the area, if you guys are willing to come in person or be on video, either or, whatever works out for you. But you guys, I just want to, announce that to the show. We finally got off the phone with him, and we made that day. So you guys tell me what date and time works for you guys, and I'll talk to him as well once he gives me a date and time. But yeah, he's gonna write a story, you guys. So
What's
we're
the
gonna
name of his podcast?
Huh?
What's the name of the podcast?
I gotta look for it. It's on he puts it on Facebook and YouTube, but I'll give it to you guys. I'll send it in your inbox. He has a big following. The guy is, and that's the guy that they stole his papers. Remember I told you they stole his papers?
He's not from the Merrimack Valley Patriot, is he?
Correct. That's his name, Merrimack Valley Patriot. And they stole his papers, Metu and Superette. And those papers were stolen after on the show, like maybe a few days later. And now he's requesting video footage to see who stole his papers. So he'll let me know who took his papers. But I just want to let you guys know on the podcast and everything. You guys can look into that. You guys are more savvy about the case. You guys can talk about it and kind of break it down to him. And you guys are basically announcing it to the world, into the Merrimack Valley and opening eyes. And he is going to write a story. So
That's what's up. That's dope.
yeah. So you guys, I don't know, JFK, if you have availability mid-January. I don't know if you're able to kind of come or be on video. Either way, whatever works for you guys. If I can set that up for you guys, were you guys willing to show up?
Yeah, if we get a video, probably be better for me. Like a
Yeah, I
stream
know a
out or
video.
something.
Heavy Cap,
You
can
said
you show up
this
in person?
Merrimack Valley magazine?
No, Merrimack Valley
Merrimack Valley Patriot. It's Tom Dugan.
Yeah, Tom Dugan.
Tom Dugan, you know him?
Yeah, I know Tom
Heavy
Dugan. I know
Cap?
him personally.
No, I've never heard.
No, not Kevin.
Yeah,
My bad.
I'm not. Listen, I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm not gonna lie to you. I sent him that Jigga video, and he flipped the whole script, bro. I don't trust that dude.
What'd he say? What'd he say?
He made it all about drugs and all this and that, and you look up the stories on it. He flipped the whole shit, bro. I don't know. That's just my opinion, though.
I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but I'm just trying to get you on board with the Eddie O'Brien case. That's pretty sad if he did that, but he's been pretty trustworthy for me, and
Well,
I've
if he
known
doesn't
him.
fear, if he didn't like the Jigga case, I mean, goddamn, he definitely ain't gonna like this Eddie O'Brien case.
Well, he
This
was
one,
interested in the case because he spoke to me for a whole hour. So, and he's willing to write a story on it, like the proper story, and speak to the proper channel. So, and I told him that's why he wants to bring you guys on the podcast and talk about it.
Yeah, we just don't want no one to flip the script. You know what I'm saying?
No, 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 no. I don't think Tom Duggan. I don't know what happened with the Jigga, story, and I'm sorry that that happened, or like what he wrote about or anything. But I'm gonna look that up. But I don't. He was on board with the situation with the story, but he just wants to get like savvy. Like he wants to hear you guys' side of what about the story and to break. So he's basically having you guys come on and you guys break it down for him on his podcast. He's not breaking it down himself. That's what I'm trying to say. So he's not gonna make a story like he's gonna break it down to the way you guys broke it down on his podcast and whatever story he's gonna write.
All right.
So I mean, he can't twist it if you guys are in person in the on a podcast. You know what I'm saying? You know what you're saying on a podcast is being recorded. It's public.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you a quick question, James. What time do you land in Miami?
10:30.
I land at 11.
Oh, that's
I
perfect.
might I just might wait for you, man, at the fucking airport.
Yeah, and we'll just Uber to where we gotta go. Wait, what time
I'll
do
just
you
hang.
land?
I land at 11. Well, you land before me.
I'll be waiting for you.
You'll be waiting for me in Miami.
I'll be waiting for you in Miami.
You
Shit,
better have
wow.
a fucking. You better have a. You gonna have a cup of coffee for your boy?
I'll have a cup of coffee for you.
Thank you, great
If
friend.
I find one.
Yeah.
Shit,
So
you
wait a
know
minute. So
me.
you land at what time?
10:30. I leave at 6:30.
Oh, word. So yeah. So an hour, bro. I'll be there. I'll be there. Not even an hour. 11:21, man. Wheels down.
Wheels down.
All right.
All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off. I just wanted to make that announcement. JFK, when he gives me a time and
Yeah,
date,
I'll
I'll
hit
let
you.
you
Yeah,
guys know.
let me know. Let me know. You know what I mean?
I'll let
And
you know time
I'll
and
get
date.
you. I'll get you. I'm gonna sit with that. I'm gonna think about that, and I'm gonna hit you back, and I'll give you my peace of mind on it when I put some more thought into it.
All right, no problem.
All right, girl. I
All
appreciate
right,
your time.
no problem. Thank you.
Be safe, girl. One. Unforgettable, ladies and gentlemen. Unforgettable. Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm down to write a story. I just don't like based on like what he say about Jigga. Like what he just what do you mean he flipped the script?
You have to read it, but I wasn't even happy with it. Like,
Well, like he wrote a story about Jigga?
yeah, he made it
And
all
like what?
about drugs and that kid that friggin' sold him the drugs. He just didn't even make it the way it happened.
So you told him about it.
I told him about it. I got messages. I'll send them to you.
So you broke down the story of what happened, and then he turned around and flipped the script and did his
Yeah,
own
bro.
opinion. Because if that's what he's gonna
Yeah.
do, if he's gonna take our word on it and take what we say, and then I mean whatever. Even if he writes about it in a negative way, it really doesn't matter. I guess it's still it's still eyeballs on it. But then again, if you could control the negative,
A lot of the
I don't know.
people in the chat are saying read up on him. They know
Yeah, I
him.
just got. Yeah, I got to think about it. You know what I mean? I gotta.
He's the type of dude on Facebook. He puts his online battles with people, like calling people out. Like he's like a turtle boy.
Oh
Oh,
Jesus!
God damn, we don't need.
We don't. Yeah, we don't need that. Damn.
Look him up, and then you'll
Sorry,
see
what
Tom
again?
Dugan.
Tom Dugan. It just comes up, not on Google. You're saying Tom Dugan.
Yeah, you can
Is
Google
he
him.
on?
You can
Is
go
he
on
on
his
YouTube?
Facebook.
Is
I
he on
never seen
YouTube?
him on YouTube, but he said he's on YouTube, and
I know.
I follow him on Facebook, and I follow
It's
his competitor on Facebook, and they're always going at it, bro. It's like
I think I've seen this guy outside the courthouse for Karen Reed.
Tom Dugan. What's the Merrimack? You said
Merrimack Valley Patriot.
Oh no, this guy right here is not the same Tom.
I want to see.
He's from around like this area.
Yeah, Lawrence, North Andover, Hayroom, all that. Merrimack Valley.
Merrimack Valley.
Let's see what he got. Hold on. I found something. Let's
Right
see.
here.
Is it like an Eagle Tribune? Is it one of them, or is it like just a like?
He reminds me of the National Enquirer.
God
I see.
damn.
He does a lot of Facebook.
put
Which
it on the
one's
front page.
Which one's him?
As soon as the paper came out, we got a call from the Trib. Can we use your photo? I said, yeah, if you just give us credit for it.
Let me put.
Oh no, we can't do that. I'm like, wait, so you're calling me to ask me to use my
That's
photo,
so
but you
much
don't want to give us credit for it? Yeah, no, my editors won't have that. So it's like,
Goddamn, where is it?
How do you work with someone like that?
Yeah.
On the other hand, there's been
Is that
other
him?
newspapers, there's been other media outlets, channel
Yeah.
Boston 25 has
On
been
the
great
left,
to us.
the one talking.
You know, anytime they use any of our stuff, they always call us first and ask us.
Same here.
They always give us the copyright at the bottom. They always say, we got this picture from the Valley Patriot, we got the story from the Valley Patriot. And those are the people that I like to work with because I have a million wars going on every day. And I don't need any more wars. I don't need to be at war with any more people than I'm already at war with. So it's good to have people that can actually just be, I don't know, what's the word, professional?
Yes.
And just work with each other, even if maybe you don't like something that they said or you don't like something that they did. You suck it up and you work with people. That's the way it's supposed to be.
I've said it to you via instant, and the amusing part about this is this is the
God,
second
yeah.
time we've been in the same physical space together. I feel like I've known you for years just from our instant messaging.
What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking
But
about?
I've said this.
He's always texting me how much he hates Steve Saber.
Oh,
I'm like, no, hey, that's not right. Steve's a good guy. Why are you saying that? I'm just kidding. I'm trying to get him in trouble. I'm just trying to get him in trouble. Don't get upset.
What's going on in that studio? I ain't going there.
It was gonna be. I had $25 with my.
God damn, James.
God damn, James Jackson.
No, but I think he has a YouTube channel called Pay Attention. I'm going there, Jay.
Nah, why not?
I don't know. I'm scared.
Yeah. Damn.
God damn, James Jackson. Yay!
I just wanna chill and twist the lie. Catch stunts in my 745. You drive me crazy, shorty. I need to see you and feel you next to me. I provide everything you need, and I like your smile. I don't wanna see you cry. Got some questions that I gotta ask, and I hope you can come.
Yeah, man. I'll look into it, man. I'm always open to talk to new people. I just don't want someone. I know how things are. I don't know. His.
We're on pot 25. We're only a quarter of the way there, man.
Yeah, it's like we don't like at this point, like we really like, is he gonna add to the fuel of the fire? You know what I'm saying? Like, is he gonna add traction? If you're not gonna add, like, Vinny's gonna add traction.
Right.
If you're not gonna add traction to it, that and add, and take away from it, it's like the pros and the cons. Got to weigh it out. I just got to look into the situation, and write about it. You know what I mean? But just be fair. I would just say that even if he thinks Eddie's guilty, that's fine, I guess. But talk about that DNA under the fingernails. Don't write something stupid and say, oh, the DNA is from fucking, from something else. I don't know. I mean, and then again, I'm just speculating. Just based on what happened with the Jigga case, because that's crazy. 7 cops on their neck. I mean,
Yeah, to even think that.
yeah, just to think that, hey, he was on drugs, that's what killed him. I mean, that's a political way to look at it. I don't know. I mean, that just hit me different
seems like
because we went so hard for we go so hard for Jigga, you know what I mean? And that's his hometown, Merrimack Valley. So for him to do that and turn against his community like that, like regardless, like he could just have an unbiased opinion and be like, listen, the community saying they seen what they seen and they have their opinion, I have mine. But the fact that it's like, oh, drugs, this, that, even to throw that in the mix, I don't even think that's, I guess to tell the story of Jigga, you got to put the truth in there or whatever. Drugs were involved, but not when he says I can't breathe. I mean, just let him up to get a breath.
I mean, and what followed after, one of the police officers taking her own life, was that because of the drug deal? I mean, come on.
Exactly. That wasn't exactly.
Well, there's a good question. Did he write about that?
Did he write about that? Yep. And she was the one that was giving him CPR. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is Part 25. What a great show. I loved it. It worked out perfect. We got some news. We're going to go on for Part 26. We had James Jackson back where he needs to be. and I'm gonna do a quick roll call with my boys, and we're gonna put the landing gear down and appreciate Unforgettable doing all her work. And that's not shitting on Unforgettable. Be clear, we're not trying to downplay what Unforgettable's
she's
doing.
working too.
She's working too. It's just like, right now, I guess we're on guard a little bit, rightfully so. But with that being said, I go by the name of J.F.K.
I go by the name of James Jackson.
I go by the name of Jay Brillon.
And I go by Kevy Kev.
And we'll see y'all next flight. Appreciate all your time. Remember, all green, everything in the chat. Appreciate everybody. Peace and love, y'all. See you next flight.
All right, guys.
Let's go. Yes.
I went in about 4 or 5 hours after to get the kitty litter box and the kitten.
Yeah.
Yo. Summer of 1995, hot night in July. Why did Janet have to die? This is the story of Eddie, Commonwealth of Massachusetts. The system is petty, juvenile law and politics so deadly. 15 years old, known as Big Lovable Teddy. Janet Downing, 42 years old, what's the motive? Killed in her home, young mother devoted. Eddie went in the house, the door was open. She was on the kitchen floor, laying there frozen. Eddie claims this was not what he planned to see. A man with a mask grabbed him. Be quiet. I will kill your whole family. Eddie left the house, ran up the street. Around the corner, washed up in the bathroom at Burger King. Janet was stabbed multiple times. Rest in peace. It was a gruesome murder scene. I agree. Eddie went to his work, said he got jumped, but never said a thing. What? About Janet lying there lifeless. His friend's mother from across the street. Shh. He was in the house. But Janet had a brother-in-law she kicked out for selling drugs. Said if anything ever happened to her, it's him you bring up. The night of the murder he showed up, was acting suspicious in the front yard. Gina in Virginia says he was looking for his keys. It was humid and muggy, but we were showered and neat. He was a cab driver looking for his key. Looking for a key to one of the cabs in the fleet. Yes. How did he know something happened on that street? Eddie says he is innocent, and the cab driver did it.
Who do you believe?
Believe.
DNA under Janet's fingernail, unidentified. Who do you believe?
Come on, come on.
This is the story of Eddie, 15 years old.
Life in prison.
This is the story of Janet, life taken and stolen.
For no reason.
It was the summer.
July 1995.
Do you all remember?
30 years ago, why she have to die?
15 years old, locked in a cage of murder that he always denied.
Let's go. Summer of 95. Life goes by. Welcome to the stream. Long gamers. Peace and love. La la la. Let's take them back. Yeah, let's take them back.